Well, come on. Don't I deserve a straight answer?
Yes, you do. You are very sweet to me. You deserve an answer.
Well, what am I doing up here?
Having dinner.
You've already had dinner.
No, but you haven't.
Oh, I see. Then this is all just about dinner.
Wait a minute, Pete. I thought you and I had an understanding with each other about this.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder.
No, wait. All I wanted to do was to have a nice, quiet dinner with a friend, and we did.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful.
Uh-huh. That part of it was fine. Except Asa threw the monkey work, the wrench into it. He didn't come bursting through the door.
No, I thought Asa would do something.
Let me tell you, he would, too, in a minute if he thought you were having an affair. That's what you wanted him to think, isn't it?
No, yes. Stop it, Pete. You're confusing. Will you please just sit down? I am going to have another glass.
No, you've had enough to drink.
No, Pete.
Take it from an expert, you've had enough to drink. Now, you talk to me. What exactly was it you wanted Asa to think?
All right. I wanted him to think that you and I were sleeping together. And then I wanted him to come in and see that we were just having a nice, civilized dinner together and realize how foolish all this jealousy has been.
Lady, I don't believe how selfish you are. Don't you understand Asa would blame me for it? And he'd have a couple of his goons come over and do a tap dance on my forehead. Yes, he would. You know he would, Pam.
Oh, you're right, he would. I'm sorry, Pete. I'm sorry. Please, you ought to go right now.
I should have never come over here in the first
No,
place.
Pete, please. No, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Oh, God, I wasn't thinking. Sorry, I am.
All right, Joe, it's all right. Don't you know by now I signed up for the duration of the war? Don't play games with me. Next time we're marching up to the front, I want to know.
Okay, hold it right there. Oh, that's good, that's beautiful. That's good.
Hey, you. Get out of here. Get out of here. I hope you do. You get the picture?
I'm stunned.
Isn't that what you wanted, Pam?
But he didn't have to do that.
All Asa is doing is observing the time-honored tradition of catching a wife in adultery.
Adultery?
Yeah, he's been watching too many B-movies. You hire a sleazy photographer, you catch him in the act.
In the act of what, Pete? Having dinner? Saying goodnight?
The only reason you're mad is because Asa didn't show up. He sent a photographer.
Who the hell does Asa Buchanan think that he is? I'll tell you something, I have really had it with him now. Spies, photographers, detectives.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to go over there and see Asa myself. And I'm going to settle this with him once and for all.
I'm only sorry we couldn't get him what he paid for, Pam.
That was Allison. Her father held her up, but she'll be here in a minute. I'm sorry, Mrs. Sanders.
Well, I'd like to talk to her, but it's almost midnight. Maybe tomorrow.
Well, if it has to be, it has to be. Are we through here?
Not entirely. Jamie's still trying to find the name of that real estate agent. You must remember his name.
I just saw it in some ad, and then I met the guy, and he looked like any other real estate agent I'd ever met.
Well, certainly introduced himself to you.
I'm sure he did. But I just can't remember people's names the first time I meet them. And no, I don't remember the ad in the newspaper either. Any more questions?
Yes. What were you intending to do about money to buy this farm?
Judith, Jamie's not on the witness stand.
I'm very well aware of that, thank you.
Well, you could have fooled me. Hey, come on. Jamie's a grown man. He's got a right to invest in a lousy real estate deal the same as the rest of us, right?
I'm not questioning his right to be foolish. I just want to know who was going to foot the bill.
Well, you know, sometimes what makes a great attorney makes a terrible mother. I can understand you're wanting to help out Dan, your client, but that's no reason to back your son into a corner.
I am not doing that sort of thing. I am trying to find out why Jamie didn't tell us the story in the first place. This happens to be a murder case, John.
But you're treating Jamie as if he were the murderer.
Jamie happens to know what I'm doing. And a quasi-legal like yourself...
Quasi-legal? Quasi-legal? What in the hell is that supposed to mean? Forget it, John. She's on a roll. There's no stopping her now. No, she's staring into you as if you were the enemy. I should think that if you wanted your son to talk to you, you wouldn't bully him into a corner.
I will talk to my son anyway, I please.
Come on, this whole thing is being blown out of proportion. I saw Dan and Allison at the back street bar.
I'm clear about that, okay? For the life of me, I can't remember that real estate guy's name. Is there a crime in that?
No, it just happens to be very unfortunate.
So I'll try and find it. Stop dragging me through the barbed wire.
Jamie, listen, if you would have told your mother about being in the backstreet bar, first off, we would be having dessert right now instead of this family squabble.
Well, she's the one accusing me.
All right, that's it. I leave. Thank you, Jamie. Judith, good night. Dan,
No,
good luck.
you're right. It's late, and we're just too tired to talk about this. Dan, would you please have Alice to call me tomorrow?
Sure will. Good night, Mrs. Sanders.
Good night.
I told you to shut up about seeing me and that guy in the backstreet bar, but what do? You go and tell my mother and my uncle. How about telling the bartender and the waiter, too? Huh?
Get off my back, Jamie. I am the one who was framed in this lousy deal, and it's my tail that's going to go to prison if I can't prove my story.
I told you, didn't I tell you that if you needed my help, that I would do it? But you couldn't wait, could you? No, you had to go shooting off your mouth.
I can't believe this. My life is about to be put through the shredder, and you're worried because your mother has found out about a real estate deal?
The whole idea. Me doing business with that guy in the back street that day. Don't you get it?
No, I don't get it.
I will testify that I was there, okay? Let's just leave it at that.
But you weren't there alone, Jamie.
So what? What the hell difference does it make if I was alone or if I was with Frankenstein?
Then why do you want me to lie about who you were with?
I'm not asking you to lie. Don't you know the difference between lying and keeping your mouth shut?
I'm not sure what I know anymore, Jamie. But I do know that I'm going to have to face a preliminary trial in 2 weeks. And if that judge has any doubt about my innocence, I'm finished.
Yeah, now my mom knows that I wanted to do some business with real estate, and now we're both finished.
Asa, you're not making any sense. Clint's already agreed to having recording equipment put on his phones. Why can't we do it here?
These are my own private business phones. Calls come in from all over the world. Millions of dollars go back and forth every day on this phone system in my house.
Nobody's going to interfere with your business. We need a way to record the voices in case the kidnappers decide to call here.
This right here, my melon, this'll do it. The mind that God created. I will answer their calls. I will not miss a word. I guarantee that.
I don't doubt that, Asa, but we need voice prints for evidence.
I will give you evidence. I'll know every wheeze that the suckers breathe. Please, believe me.
You're leaving us without a real defense here, Asa. You know that.
I don't want the feds mucking around with my phone system.
Asa, we're talking about tracing calls to apprehend Jessica's kidnappers. That's all of it.
Oh, look who jumped out of bed to come see me.
Rafe, would you mind terribly if I had a moment alone with my husband?
That's fine with me, Asa. I'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Do you realize what a fool you made of yourself tonight? Do you realize what a vicious, insulting, insensitive thing it was to send a photographer up to my room as if I was some kind of a common tramp? Do you know what to do?
Do you know what happened to this family tonight? My beautiful granddaughter, Clint and Vicky's baby, was kidnapped.
Dan, I am really sorry. My father just kept talking and talking.
Okay. You can talk to Mrs. Sanders another time.
She had to go? I just hope that I didn't ruin your meeting because I was late.
This is the Channel 3 Lake News. Ken Roberts reporting.
It's all right. We have plenty of other things to cover.
I just hope that Judith Sanders isn't angry with me.
Why should she be? I mean,
Well-
hold on. Listen to this.
Land Buchanan was kidnapped from a bedroom at Landfair, the Buchanan home. A tight lid has been clamped on news of the kidnapping, but it is known that Landview police and federal agents are already on the scene, and a statewide search for the kidnapped baby is underway.
I can't believe this. Can you imagine what they must be going through?
Authorities are cooperating to analyze evidence found in the nursery from which baby Jessica has been taken.
Evidence? There couldn't be any evidence. I wore gloves. What is he talking about? Maybe I dropped something. I have to go through my things. I have to get out of here.
Or persons who might have information or in any way be involved in the kidnapping of the Buchanan baby.
Allison.
Jessica is 3 days old.
Allison, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just, boy, can you imagine what the Buchanans are going through? I mean, they're such wonderful people, and to have to go through something like this.
I agree. But the Buchanans are very rich and powerful people. They'll find this kidnapper on their own if they have to. I'll bet every cop in Lambview is on this case.
Probably.
Yeah, they'll find the guy who did it. He must be a jerk to think he could get away with it. And when they catch him, they'll give him the max, whatever it is. You know Asa Buchanan is going to go for blood. It's an eye for an eye with him.
I'm sure he will catch the kidnapper, that is.
You know, Mrs. Sanders was very curious about our meeting Jamie and that real estate dealer at the back street. You don't happen to remember the real estate dealer's name, do you?
No, I don't know the real estate. I don't think he ever even told it to me. Look, I'm sorry, but I realize I'm supposed to be at the hospital right now, so you're just going to have to excuse me. I'll talk to you later.
Allison.
Okay? I'm sorry.
Nothing?
No, nothing yet. You'll be the first to know, Mr. Buchanan. I told Vicky about the recorder, hoping it might give her some hope. And? Nothing. She just sits on the bed crying. I can't get through to her. Wanda can't get through to her. They gave her a sedative. I didn't see that do anything.
Friend, do you mind if I go up and talk with her for a minute?
No. In fact, I hope you have better luck than I did.
I'll be right back.
Now wait for the recorder to kick in.
Hello? At least keep them talking. Hello. This is Clint Buchanan. Who is this?
Clint, this is Dan. I just heard about the kidnapping on the news.
It's on TV already?
Hey, who the hell is this?
Yeah, Channel 3. Look, I just called to see if there's anything I could do. Anything at all.
Look, don't tie up this fine with social calls, Mr. Buchanan. Tell him to get off.
Dan, thanks. I'll let you know if anything develops. I'm going to have to get off the phone, to keep it clear for any incoming calls.
Right, okay. Good night.
I told you to wait until the recorder kicked in. This is very important.
Well, see, she'd understand why he would jump under the circumstances, don't you think, Lieutenant?
I was so sure that was it.
Now, Clint, why don't you go upstairs with Vicky, all right? If anything happens, we'll let you know.
She probably heard the phone ring. I better go tell her that it was just a false alarm.
Kidnapped. Oh, Asa, I'm sorry. We're just sorry. Just when did all this happen?
It happened tonight, when you were playing house in your hotel room with that snake.
Now, wait one second, Asa. You cannot have it both ways. Now, I may never forgive you for what happened tonight, but this is not the time to talk about it. And what can I do? Maybe we could help Vicky go over and spend some time with them.
We are going to do nothing. We are not going to help anybody. You no longer exist in the Buchanan family. I will not have an adulteress in my life.
How dare you ever say something...
Oh, you should have a fancy crib. I mean, who wants to be in a silly old box like that? Oh, and anybody as gorgeous as you should have new clothes. I picture you in shocking pink velveteen. Oh, the bonnet, you like that. And little booties to match. It's 12 o'clock. Now, who could that be at midnight, huh? Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll bet it's your mommy. Yes, darling. I bet she came to see you. Yes. I'll be right back. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo.
Thinking about Vicky, huh? Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about Clint myself.
It makes you wonder if it's worth having kids. And because you love them so much, and then what if something happens and you lose them?
I guess that's the way life is sometimes, Tina. You open yourself up to love something so much, you just stand to lose more. Oh, man. Seeing Clint holding Jessica like that, I don't think I've ever seen any man any happier than that.
And you want that same happiness, don't you? No matter what the risk?
Yeah, no matter what the risk. Tina, when we have a child, he's gonna be the happiest baby ever. Because he's gonna have you as a mother.
Tom, please, say this isn't happening.
I wish I could, Dorian.
How is Vicky doing, and Clint? They must be absolutely frantic.
He's upstairs with her, trying to get her to sleep.
Not much chance of that.
No, I don't think so. As you see, we're still waiting for a ransom demand.
There's no sense in waiting for that. That's why I came right over here. I think I have a way to help.
Just relax, honey. Let the sedative do its job.
I can hear her. I can hear her crying. My baby. My poor baby.
Honey.
Hello, my beauty. Are you as happy to see me as I am to see you? You are.
Sweetheart, we've done some things wrong and we've done some things right. This is the rightest thing we've ever done.
And we did it together from start to finish.
You did all the hard stuff.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you.
You had Dr. Balsam.
No, I had you. And that made all the difference. Here you go, Daddy.
What if I drop her?
Oh, honey, you're not going to drop her. Come on, you have to start practicing sometime. Now, you hold her head. There you go. Go to your daddy. Got her? Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh.
Excuse me, ma'am, but I'm looking for,
I'm trying to get the baby to sleep.
Sorry, but I need to speak to you.
I know most of the local police. You're new, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
There's something wrong, isn't there? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here at this hour. What is it?
I'm looking for Allison Perkins. Does she live here?
My daughter doesn't live here. She stopped by a little while ago. Has there been an accident?
No, ma'am, nothing like that. I, just found this down the road in a phone booth.
Oh, her driver's license. Come in.
Thank you.
Please. Well, I don't know what she was doing in a phone booth down the road, but thank you so much for returning it, Officer. What?
Calloway, ma'am.
Calloway.
My wife and I just had a little one. Mind if I take a peek?
No. That's my granddaughter. Oh, her new crib is arriving tomorrow.
It was her mother that dropped the license, huh? Doesn't look much like her mother's picture there. I guess she must look like her father.
Oh, well, anybody can see that you haven't been around babies very long. I mean, babies change every day. She looks like her mother to me.
Yes, ma'am, if you say so.
Officer, was there something else?
No, ma'am. Just tell your daughter to be a little bit more careful with her license next time.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Nancy, I was so nervous. I didn't want him to know who your father is. I don't think we ought to let anybody know who your father is.
Establish the hotline number printed below. Their family is our family. Their missing child is the child of all of Landview.
That's very good.
We're going to put this on the front page of every edition tomorrow.
And I will devote my entire show tomorrow to the kidnapping. We'll put this whole town on alert.
That's good. Good.
There's something else that you ought to know about.
What's that?
You were not here for the last ordeal that Clint and Vicky went through.
Oh, you mean the Nicky Smith business? Yeah, I heard about that. I understand it almost cost Vicky her sanity.
It also cost Clint a great deal. Tom, he has a bit of a drinking problem. Why don't you keep an eye on him? I have seen what can happen to Clint and Vicky's marriage when they're going through a crisis. I'm very much afraid that this, if indeed Jessica has been taken away from them, could be the last blow.
Oh, Payson, thank you very much. Have my things been installed in the yellow bedroom?
Indeed, sir.
Thank you. I know what you're thinking, Payson. But Mrs. Sanders would prefer the blue bedroom, but she's not going to be sharing my quarters, at least not quite yet.
Yes, sir.
By the way, I am expecting a very important call from the chairman of the Senatorial Nominations Committee. No matter what time it is or what I'm doing, find me and put that call through. Understood?
Very good, sir.
Thank you. That'll be all then.
Thank you, Payson. Nice to see you again, too.
Judith?
Charles, you heard.
Yes, about the Buchanan baby. I was just calling you. I always do at a case like this.
I felt the same.
You want some sherry?
I'd love some.
Payson just brought some in. Nothing worse than having a child in danger.
Whatever problems we might have had, I can't compare to what the Buchanans are going through tonight. Still, I...
What is it?
I talked to Dan Wollick tonight. I didn't want to bother you till the morning, but I can't forget what he said. It keeps coming back to me.
What, about his upcoming trial?
About our son.
Oh, what's he done now?
Do you know that he was contemplating buying a rundown piece of property called the Back Street Bar? Where does he get that kind of money to buy something like that?
Darling, I don't know, and frankly, I'm getting tired of trying to second-guess that boy. In view of what's happened at the Buchanan household tonight, it really doesn't seem all that important, does it?
No, it's not that important. But I suppose, we could discuss it in the morning.
Does that mean you're going to spend the night? Darling, I hope it does.
Well, if I do spend the night, that doesn't mean that I'm moving in. I'm resolute about that.
Of course you are, no.
And it is late, and I would like to talk to you about things.
Oh, so would I.
First thing in the morning.
Good time.
Disappearance of little Jessica Buchanan. The police spokesman would only confirm that so far there's been no ransom demand. In other news,
Turn that damn thing off. It's getting me
on
nervous.
the United Nations.
What kind of moron kidnaps a rich kid and forgets the ransom? What are they waiting for anyway? Vince.
Man, we got troubles. Dan had to go and open his mouth. He told my mother about running into me at the Backstreet Bar with a certain real estate salesman. I pretended I couldn't remember the guy's name.
Good.
You don't know my mother. She'll want the name of the agent so she can use him as a witness at Dan's trial. I can't hold her off forever, Vince. That's why you got to get out of town.
Look, I don't have any objections about leaving town, all right? But I don't do anything without money. Lots of it.
You're looking at me?
Because you're the one who's sitting on our stash of cocaine.
But I can't get to it now.
Well, then just give me my share of the cash.
Look, I'm telling you.
Look, I'm telling you. If I go down, you go down with me. And that means Mommy and Daddy are going down, too. And that would be a terrible tragedy for the Sanders family now, wouldn't it?
Well, good morning. Aren't you in your element? Like a gem in a perfect setting.
Oh, I love this old house. but never more than this morning when I woke up next to my husband.
Oh. Could have a lot of mornings like that. What do you say? We make this our home, and a home for Jamie as well.
Don't tempt me, please. You know how much it would please me if Jamie joined us?
Well, he might just do that if he sees us living together again.
You really think it's that simple, don't you?
Darling, we have tried living apart. How simple was that? Now, look, we have a chance to be a family again, to really look out for one another. Can't let a chance like that slip away.
The Foreign Service really taught you well, didn't it? You always say the right thing and shape it to your own advantage.
Well, it's to your advantage as well, or am I mistaken? Was I the only one in that bed last night?
All right, Mr. Ambassador, another victory. I'll move in.
Good. Bravo. Payson? Payson! Payson, please come down here.
Charles, you don't have to move that quickly, you know.
Why not? The sooner you get in, the sooner you can plan our first dinner party. Payson! Would you please contact the Vernon Inn, have all of Mrs. Sanders' things brought over here right away. Oh, and take Jamie's things out of the blue bedroom, install Mrs. Sanders' things in there. I know that she would much prefer the blue bedroom. Splendid, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Clint! Clint!
Oh, sweetheart, you don't have to get up. Now, come on, stay right there. Come here.
I was having such horrible nightmares, such dreams.
Honey, after what you've been going through, I'm not surprised. Okay? You just...
Has there been any word? Anything?
No, nothing. There's no phone calls, no demand for ransoms. We'll just have to wait.
What if we keep waiting and there's still no call?
Now, honey, we can't let ourselves think the worst.
What about the boys, Kevin and Joey?
They haven't been told yet, but I'll take care of it. I'll take care of everything, honey.
You've been so strong. And I know what this is doing to you.
I'll manage. You just keep hanging on to me.
I'm holding. I don't know what I'd do without you. Clint, I'm so frightened. I'm so frightened.
You'd think someone would have seen something by now.
It's almost as if a ghost climbed into Landfair and slipped out with a baby in his arms.
Oh, no.
What is it?
I'm sorry, Doctor. I just remembered something. It may have nothing to do with Jessica's
Doesn't matter.
abduction.
What is it, Jimmy?
It's something Tina told me. You know, when Vicki and Jessica were still in the hospital, Tina was walking by the nursery one evening, and she said she saw a strange person in there as she was looking through the viewing window.
Did she get a good look at this person?
Yes, she said that the woman had on a leopard dress, a big gold bracelet, and red hair, looking like a wig. When she confronted the woman, that's when the woman fled. I'm sorry I didn't think of it until now, Doctor.
I almost wish you hadn't.
Well, why's that?
No, you did the right thing. This may be the first real clue we've had in this kidnapping. Thank you, Lisa. I'm going to get on this right now.
Well, let's hope our editorial and your broadcast lead to bringing the child back.
Oh, Dorian?
Clint,
Well?
I came by last night. I just didn't want to disturb you and Vicki, though.
Tom told me. Thank you.
How is she?
Why don't you go up and see her? She could use a friend.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Lieutenant Moore left word that they're moving the command post to a mobile unit. That way they can work fast and still monitor all the calls.
Oh. I don't know how to thank you, Tom.
Well, for what, I haven't done a damn thing.
You were here all night monitoring this phone in case a call came in. So.
Well, don't worry about me, all right? Yeah. I'm thinking of Vicki. Those two boys of yours.
Yeah. You know, I get close to their door up there, and I just freeze up. I haven't been able to come up with the words to explain what happened to their baby sister.
Clint.
Yeah?
Do you think you really need that right now?
What?
That drink. Do you really think you need it? Last night when Dorian was here, we had a talk, and she explained to me that...
Right. She told you I jumped in the bottle a while back, right?
Okay, get mad, but now how can I let you have a shot of courage at 11 a.m., huh?
Really?
That's right, really.
What are you trying to do, Tom? Be a friend?
I want to make something out of it.
I guess maybe I should go up and see the boys and get it over with, huh?
Good man.
Clint, I didn't mean to barge in, but your butler said that it would be all right.
Chuck! What the hell are you doing here?
Well, is that all the greeting I'm going to get?
Hell no! Oh, man, am I glad to see you.
Lisa, I couldn't help but overhear what Dr. Woltl just said about how they found a new clue.
Yeah, well, it's only speculation right now. I wouldn't want to start any rumors.
Oh, no, I don't blame you. I just, I kind of feel close to Jessica, and if there's any way that I could help find her...
No, I'm sure Dr. Woltl and the police will have it all, under control. I don't even think I should be saying any more right now. So...
Allison,
Oh,
where
hi.
have you been?
Oh, I've been working, I guess.
Well, Judith's been trying to get in touch with you.
Oh, no, we got in touch with each other, and I'm going to meet her at the Waterside Inn as soon as I finish with work.
Good. When you do, feel free to tell her everything.
Everything?
Yeah, it's no longer a mystery about our meeting Jamie and that real estate agent at the back street. I tried to tell you last night at Barry's, but you ran away so fast.
I'm sorry. Boy, well, I'm glad that silly thing is out in the open.
It wasn't so silly to Jamie.
Yeah, that was strange. Very weird that he wouldn't want to tell his parents about some real estate transaction, even though he knew that it would help you.
I asked him the very same thing.
I don't trust him. There are some people who do things because they don't have a choice, but there are others who are just plain selfish.
All right. Thanks, Briggs. Damn it. No leads, no ransom demands, nothing. Doesn't make any sense, Tina.
Well, honey, are you going to the office?
Yeah, eventually, but I want to stop by Landfair, make sure everything's all right with Clint and Vicky, but there's someplace else I need to stop first.
Oh, where's that?
Over at my mom's. I want to find out why she was all fired up to talk to me last night before Jessica disappeared.
Oh, honey, I don't think it's that important. And, Clint is really going to need you right now.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, besides, I'm going to be at the hospital this afternoon, so, why don't you just meet me there after you go to Landfair?
Honey, why are you going to the hospital?
Well, I have so much time on my hands, I thought I just might do some volunteer work.
My Tina? An angel of mercy?
Is it really so hard to imagine me with wings?
Not at all. All right, fine. I'll meet you over at the hospital about 3 o'clock. How's that sound?
3 sounds wonderful.
Great.
I'll give my best to Vicky and Clint, okay?
I sure will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, Maria Roberts' room, please. Come on, Maria, be there.
Hello?
Maria, it's Tina. Now, don't hang up. We have to talk.
Tina, I thought I made myself very clear last night. I have nothing more to say until I talk to my son.
No, please. Please, you can't talk to Cord until you hear what I have to say. Please, just stop by here just for a few minutes.
All right. But you're not going to change my mind about telling Cord the truth.
That's what you think. Larry.
Tina, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Sure, come on in.
Listen, I want you to tell me everything you know about that red-headed woman you saw in the hospital nursery.
Chuck Wilson, Tom Dennison.
Chuck, how are you?
Hi, Tom. Hi.
Chuck used to be Ace's right-hand man until he decided to slope for Texas.
Yeah, Texas?
Yeah.
We must have passed. I just arrived here from Texas.
Well, I think you'll be glad you did, especially hanging out with the Buchanans, the best family there is.
Oh, you flew all this way to brag us up?
No, I didn't, Clint. I heard the news about your little girl. Took the first plane north. Is there anything I can do for you and Vicky? I'll just give it my damnedest.
I don't know what to say, Chuck. Just having you here, well, I know that Vicky's going to be happy as hell, too.
Well, you two have things to catch up on, and somebody has to man the phones at the banner, so pleasure meeting you, Chuck.
Good meeting you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
You what?
Well, can I, sit down.
Sure. Thanks.
Can I have Heron bring us in some coffee?
Hey, come on now. I'm looking out for you, okay?
Oh, hell, everybody's looking out for me. And Vicky. Let's talk about you. How's Lucinda?
She's fine. She's fine. As a matter of fact, folks say she's never looked better since she doesn't have to worry about me anymore. We were divorced 3 months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chuck.
Yes, so am I. It was not the worst divorce in the world, and we sure had a lot of fun when we were married, but, well, I've been around the world about 3 times on business in the last 6 months, and you know Lucy, so I guess it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, damn, I don't know what to say.
Well, you can tell me how I can help you folks. Got myself parked over at the Waterside Inn. Gonna make myself available day and night. Round up a posse anytime you tell me to go out and look for your little girl.
Well, if I decide we need a posse, I'll damn sure call on you. Does Asa know you're in town?
No, I don't hanker to say howdy to Asa right now.
Well, I know somebody who'd sure like to say howdy to you.
Vicky, where is she?
Upstairs. Let me take you to her.
Okay.
Vicky, I wish that there was something that I could say, but words are just inadequate at a time like this. I think actions speak a lot louder, so I'm going to devote my entire show today to your baby's abduction. Now, is there perhaps a personal appeal that you would like to write for her return? Because I'll read it on air.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yes, I'll do that. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. What about anything else you'd want me to include? Perhaps a picture of her? Anything?
There is nothing else. Thank you, Dorian.
Sweetheart, excuse me. I have a fella here who says he knows you.
Chuck! Oh, Chuck!
It's good to see you.
Oh, my.
He flew all night just to help us out with the search, honey. Says he'll organize a posse if we need one.
Oh, thank you. I never even knew we had so many friends.
I'm going to phone the studio. May I please use a phone? Is one available?
Yes, there's another line down the study. I'll take you.
Good.
You gonna be okay, honey?
Hi, Dorian.
Yes, Chuck's here. I'll be fine. Go ahead. Thanks, Dorian.
Now, I'm going to say this just once. I want you to believe that your little girl is going to be back in this home where she belongs in no time at all.
When you say it, I can almost believe it. Oh, Chuck. I'm trying very hard to be brave for Clint and for the children, you know. But sometimes...
Sometimes you need a friendly shoulder to cry on, huh? There's one for you.
Oh, Chuck. My baby.
Didn't you come forward the minute it happened?
Well, because nothing happened. I just saw this woman in the hospital nursery, and then she left.
But it was a woman, right? I mean, it was a red-headed woman.
Let's see if I can remember exactly. Hey! And that was it.
So what did you do after you saw her in the nursery?
I went to Vicky's room, but she wasn't there. Look, that doesn't mean anything, right? I mean, maybe she was in the hall or in the lounge or something.
Or trapped in the personality of Nikki Smith.
I didn't say that.
You thought it, didn't you?
No, Well, I wish I didn't.
That makes two of us.
Larry, please, you're not going to tell the police my story, are you?
To go to the police until I talk with Vicky.
But you can't.
I'm not going to say anything to her. Tina, I've just got to talk. I've got to ask her questions for her sake and for that baby. I'll see you later.
And return to the back street bar to retrieve a charm that fell off your bracelet.
I'm positive. So there's no way that he could have killed anyone.
Not even Susan Bates, knowing how she felt about you. The police have a tape that was in Susan Bates' possession, but it was found
in Dan's apartment, I know, but you see, someone must have planted it there. Someone who knew about Susan and who knew about Dan and who put the two together.
And you didn't see anyone at the back street bar the day you were there?
No one other than Jamie and that real estate agent.
That mysterious agent might have seen someone. In fact, for all we know, he could have been the killer. Can you describe him?
Well, he's medium height, thin. His hair's sort of blondish, and it was very stylishly done. And he was wearing a very stylish suit, you know, not the sort of real estate agent you'd expect to be handling a dive like the back street.
You're very observant, Allison. But I'm curious about something. You're so willing to help Dan, but you didn't show up for your appointment at Barry's last night.
Didn't Dan tell you? Something came up.
Something more important than Dan's trial?
It was my father. We haven't been speaking since I became involved with Mitch Lawrence, and so when he called and said that he wanted to speak to me, I just couldn't say no.
I understand. Thank you for your help.
Oh, well, thank you, Mrs. Sanders. Mrs. Sanders, if there is anything that I can ever do to help Dan, please just let me know.
I appreciate it.
Miss Perkins?
Yes?
There's a phone call for you. You can take it right now.
Thank you. Hello, Allison Perkins speaking.
Allison, you'd have been so proud of your mom last night.
Mom, is everything okay?
Oh, yes, the baby's sleeping. But I was certainly nervous when that policeman appeared.
Policeman?
Don't worry. I didn't mention Mitch Lawrence's name. All the policeman wanted to do was to return your driver's license. You left it in a phone booth down the road.
Oh, thank God.
What, honey?
Nothing, Mom. Listen, can you mail me back my license?
Well, I thought I'd wait until you came to see the baby. I'll hand it to you then.
Oh, well, I won't be able to come and see the baby for a few days. I need some time to get myself together before I try and take care of the baby.
Allison, if you let too much time pass, that baby's going to forget you.
I won't let too much time pass, I promise, Mom. And I'll talk to you real soon, okay?
Okay. I'll kiss Nancy for you.
Okay. Thanks for everything, Mom.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, Larry. Clarence. How are you? Hello, Corey. Hey, Larry. Everything all right? Hear anything? No. Look, I want to talk to Vicky. Is she upstairs?
Yeah, I'll take you.
That's all right. You just stay here. I'll be right back.
So, you had a chance to tell Kevin and Joe yet?
Yeah.
That must not have been very easy.
Well, they handled it pretty good, Cord. I don't think I was the best, but...
Come on, Clint, you're only human now. You can't be solid as a rock all the time.
Yeah, well, when you're talking to a couple little boys about their little sister being kidnapped, you better make them think you're a rock.
I know this whole situation is unfair here, Clint, but we just got to keep thinking good thoughts. It's going to work out.
Better get back to the studio now. This is going to be one of the most important broadcasts I've ever done.
Thank you, Dorian.
Clint, Vicky gave me this to read on the air. Whoever you are, I'm sure that you care about Jessica and only wish good things for her. Jessica was only in our home for a matter of hours. But she was in our hearts for 9 long months, and our dreams for much longer. We want our dream returned to us. We don't want to punish or blame. Bring her home to us or tell us how to find her. In the name of God, please bring our baby, Jessica Ann Buchanan, back to us. We'll be eternally grateful.
You read it just like that on your show, will you? You know, there's days I cuss that telephone for ringing. I'd give her everything I own, but it'd ring today.
So strange. I mean, Heron was out and Clint was in New York. It's as if the kidnapper knew exactly what was going on in this house yesterday.
All right, Vicky, now tell me, you say you'd fallen asleep in the library.
I wanted to wait up for Clint. I had to tell him something very important. And I tried to stay up, but I got so incredibly tired. I lay down on the sofa and I fell asleep. And then when he did come home, I was so groggy, I thought it would wait until morning, so I came to bed. And then he went to check on the baby.
Okay.
And he found...
All right, I understand.
Oh, I wish I did. Why are you asking me the questions? Do you have some idea?
No, not really. Look, I'll get back to you, okay? I'll see you later.
Will you go see Clint before you go?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make a promise to that. Oh, come on, baby.
And I still haven't told Clint that he has another child. A son he's never known about, Cordero. Should I wait until they bring my baby home? Or should I tell him now?
Hey, Cord, where's Clint?
Oh, well, I finally convinced him to go out, take one of the horses, and just try to ride out some of his frustration. How's everything going with you? Have you guys got any leads yet? You have any idea who's behind this kidnapping?
It's too early to talk about.
Great. Well, look, I told Tina I was going to meet her over at the hospital a little bit later, and I don't like the idea of leaving Clint here all on his lonesome. You gonna be around for a while?
Yeah, you can take off. I'll wait around for Clint.
Good. Good luck, huh?
Thanks.
What, are you leaving? Yeah, but I'll be back a little bit. Okay, excuse me, Cord, hang on.
Yeah, will you get back to me as soon as you can? And keep this line open.
Rafe, I gotta talk to you. There's something Tina said to me. I think you ought to know about it. Just before Vicky and Jessica were to be released from the hospital, Tina was walking by the nursery. She saw, inside the nursery, she saw a red-headed woman lurking around the babies.
A redhead? How come she didn't say anything before?
I don't know.
I'll tell you why. Because I bet you this red-haired woman wasn't a stranger to her at all.
You think what I think?
Where was Vicky at the time?
All right, well, Tina left the nursery. She went upstairs, and Vicky wasn't in her room.
You know, just before I came over here, I got a report from Forensic. In examining Jessica's crib, they found a few strands of red hair. Analysis shows it comes from a wig.
Oh, God. And we're right.
I swear to you, I don't know anything about that murder. You have to believe me.
Why? All you've done so far is lie.
I didn't kill Susan Bates. I don't know who did. You're right, I was stupid and I was greedy.
And I was involved in the drugs, but that's all. Not murder. I'd never get mixed up in anything like that.
I never expected you to get mixed up in drugs, either. Do you know how many lives that stuff ruins? Or were you just thinking about how much money you could make?
All right. I was just thinking about the money, but all you're thinking about now is your political career.
Wait a minute. Don't turn this thing around onto me.
That's all you're worried about, isn't it, Dad? Not people's ruined lives, but your...
That's enough, Jamie.
That's it. Your ruined chances for the Senate. That's what we're talking about, Dad.
Shut up! What we are talking about here, son, is you and me trying to find some way for you to piece your life back together that you're trying to tear apart.
It's over. I'm telling you. I'm out of it now.
Not if you're hooked on the drug yourself.
I was just selling it. I've never touched the stuff.
All right. At least I believe that much.
You're not going to turn me into the police, are you?
I don't know. I should. I sure should. But you're still my son, aren't you? All right, Jamie, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to burn every ounce of that stuff. And I am going to keep silent about your involvement with it. My silence is not going to come cheap. You are to move into this house immediately.
Dad, you won't regret this, I promise.
Oh, I better not, son. Part of what you said before was truth. And despite what you think, you happen to be more important to me than my career. I'd like a chance to prove that to you.
And I'd like the chance to show you that I can learn from my mistakes.
Well, it seems we both have a lot of learning to do then, doesn't it, son? No more lies.
No more lies.
Good news.
I'll let Dad explain it to you. Mom, sorry, I've got to run. There's something I got to do for Dad.
Hurry back.
Charles?
Darling, excuse me a minute. There's something I have to do for Jamie.
Honey, this is exactly what I was afraid of. The minute you start talking about that red-haired woman you saw in the nursery, people are going to start thinking the worst.
Honey, Larry came to me about it. I didn't bring it up. Lisa had already told him that I knew about that one. What was I supposed to do? Lie and say I'd never seen her?
No, of course not. But, you know, Vicky and Clint are going through one of the worst times of their lives right now. The last thing they need is to start hearing about Nikki Smith all over again.
Look, I feel as bad about Vicky and Clint as you do, and I care about them just as much. But, you know, there's other important things going on in our lives right now to be concerned about.
Such as?
Such as the test results we are waiting for. Aren't you the least bit concerned about whether or not I'm pregnant?
Yes, Tina, of course I am. But the way I see it, we have got plenty of time to worry about making a baby. I think it's real cute that you're so anxious
Okay,
to
so
have
then
this.
you should ask nervous and anxious, just like I am.
Well, I am, Tina, really, but I tell you, it's hard to show any other feeling right now but sympathy for Clint and Vicky. Look, I'm going to go back to the banner. I'm going to get some work done. And then I'm going to head back over to Landfair for a little bit, too.
What, you aren't even going to be at the hospital with me when I get the results?
I will be there with you in spirit, all right? Listen, I thought you understood. Pregnant or unpregnant, I love you just the same. And that's a hell of a lot. And I'll be over at Landfair if you need me, all right?
Okay, but you know, if the test is positive, I won't even have to call. You'll hear me shouting all the way there.
You got that right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Tina, you got a minute?
Wait. No, not really. Actually, I was just on my way up to my suite.
Oh, it won't take long. I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about Nikki Smith.
Tina sees a woman in the hospital nursery. They find a strand of red hair in the baby's crib. That doesn't prove anything. Doesn't prove anything.
have been another woman with a red wig. Could have been a million women. No. No, it can't happen again.
So, Rafe, why ask me? Lots of people knew Nicky Smith.
Yeah, well, you were a closest friend, weren't you?
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, I guess you could say you know her better than anyone then. Details, Tina. I want you to tell me everything you remember about Nikki.
Larry put you up to this, didn't he? He thinks that she came back to steal the baby.
Why don't you let me ask the questions? When Nikki first came back, what was her attitude towards Vicky? Was she reconciled to giving in?
Reconciled? Are you kidding? No, she wanted to get rid of Vicky so that she could have...
So that she could have what, Tina?
So she could have Clint. She wanted him all to herself.
You think she was capable of loving him?
Look, I know you don't understand this. I mean, not too many people do, but Nikki is a... Nikki was a very loving person. If anything, she loved too much.
Too much?
Well, yeah, she wanted to get rid of the Vicky partner so she could live her life herself. In fact, she had a passion for life that few of us ever know.
Did she love Clint the same way?
Well, she denied it. And she tried to resist it, but eventually her feelings for him won out. Yeah, I'd say she loved Clint. I'd say she loved him like life itself.
Enough to make her come back.
Look, that couldn't have happened. It wouldn't be fair. I mean, not after everything Vicky's been through.
Tina, I didn't ask if it was fair. I asked if it was possible. Could Nikki Smith have come back to get Clint back?
I hate to say it, but... yes, I guess it's possible.
Thanks. You've been very helpful.
Rick, I hope I didn't say too much. I mean, I can't prove anything.
No one said you had to.
I know, it's just... our whole family has been through so much with all this Nikki stuff, and I don't want to be the one responsible for bringing Nikki back into our lives now.
You're not responsible for this, Tina. If Nikki came back, it's on her own. Thanks.
Asa, I hope you don't mind my not waiting to be announced.
I mind very much. I thought it made very clear you're no longer welcome here.
I didn't come here to disturb you, Asa.
That is exactly what you're doing, so turn around and vamoose.
I was concerned about Clint and Vicky. How are they holding up? Is there anything I can do for them? All right. Is there anything I can do for you?
You can leave, madam. That is what you can do for me.
Look me in the eyes when you throw me out of our house.
Our house? This woman needs more than one house. Don't you have a little cozy love nest at the Vernon Inn? Looks real swell in the pictures.
Oh, by that you mean the pictures that the photographer you hired took. All right, then. Asa, there you have it. Proof. Pete and I are not having an affair.
The photos do not prove a damn thing.
We were having dinner. We were totally dressed.
People usually get dressed after a love affair. They also have powerful appetites.
All right, you don't even want to believe your own eyes, do you? You just like to remain suspicious.
I know the man was in the room alone with you. That's all I need to know.
Yes, he was in my room. Yes, we were having dinner. And yes, we were alone. And if that constitutes infidelity, then you and I do not speak the same language.
Amen to that. Adios. Au revoir. Arrivederci.
Well, you can say it in Russian, but you're not going to get rid of me that easily. Not until I have had my say.
And I have heard everything I care to hear from you.
No, you have heard everything you want to hear, and you believe everything you want to believe. Well, I came over here to reach you one last time, and guess what? I'm not going to leave until you have heard the truth.
That's fine, because then I will leave, and I work better in the study anyway.
You idiot! Pete and I were not having a damned affair. I just set it up that way. Make you think that to get even with you for your damned jealousy.
That didn't take long, did it?
Would you please tell me what this special mission is you did for Jamie?
Can't do that. Top secret between the guys.
What?
Darling, he just had some old papers that he wanted taken care of, and I told him I'd do it for him. That's all.
Couldn't the servants do that? That's what they're paid for.
My dear, it was a ritual between my son and me. That's all. Symbolic of burying the past and starting afresh.
Charles, I want to know the truth. Jamie ran out of here. You ran out of here. What is going on?
Darling, don't worry about it. Jamie is on his way to get the rest of his things and bring them here.
Is he moving in?
He is indeed.
That is the best news I've heard all day. Make that all year. What turned him around?
His father turned him around. May I propose a toast to the Sanders family? May it remain together.
But he was so adamant about his independence.
Darling, he's not all that difficult to reach. I was just able to point out that it would be in his best interest if he moved in with us.
No wonder you're so successful on the diplomatic front. If you can negotiate a ceasefire with Jamie, you can do anything.
Not quite anything.
Just think about it. Jamie living with us, a whole family together again. I was beginning to get worried.
So was I.
Began to think your life was being taken over by your ambition. This house, the reconciliation, reuniting the family, all that talk, which I thought was just talk, and now I know better. I love you, Charles.
I love you too, Judith. And I love this family. And I'm going to make up for all of the lost time and all of the mistakes.
You just made up for a lot of it.
What's the problem? Vince, man, I want to tell you I'm out. Out? Out of what? The crack ring, manufacturing, distribution, sales, the works. Really? It's gotten too much. I want to get out while I still have the chance. You understand, don't you?
Yeah, I understand. And I appreciate you coming to me and telling me this. All I have to say is you're not out until they carry you out in a box.
Vince, I'm trying to tell you I've got no choice.
Sure, you got a choice. You can live or you can die.
I swear I'm not going to tell the cops anything. As far as I know, Susan Bates was killed by a perfect stranger.
Yeah, that's what you say now, but what happens when your pal Dan Wallach is on trial and you get on the stand?
I'll tell them I don't know anything about it. About the crack ring, about Susan Bates. You can trust me, Vince.
Forget it. I trusted somebody once, and I won't do it again.
Vince, I'm telling you, what you've got to do is get out of town.
Oh, right. I wave goodbye while you stay sitting here on $1 million worth of cocaine. No way. I want my share of the money.
You got to leave town without it, Vince.
No, forget it.
I'm trying to tell you I don't have that stuff anymore.
What?
I had to dump it, Vince. That was the only way I could get out of this thing.
You're lying to me.
I'm not. I swear it.
You know how much that stuff is worth on the street? What do you take me for, an idiot?
Don't you see? There's nothing to connect you to the crack ring anymore. And nothing to connect you to Susan Bates, either.
And then you can tell them the truth.
Look, there was nothing else I could do. This is the best thing for both of us. And if you've got any brains, you'll get out of Landview while you still have a chance.
I'm not going anywhere without my money.
I told you, I'm broke.
You're a rich kid. You just dumped $1 million worth of coke in a garbage can. You can at least come up with some travel money.
All I get is an allowance, and that's on hold.
Look, if I don't get my cash, and plenty of it, I'm going to cut off the source of that allowance, Mommy and Daddy.
Damn it, Vince, leave them out of it.
You're the one who got it involved. Writing that letter and send it to somebody just in case I bump you off.
My parents didn't do anything.
Hey, it's a tough break. But they could have an accident, and poof, 1 minute they're gone.
You won't do it.
Oh, yeah? Remember Dorian Lord? Her television set blowing up? I hear that was a real blast. You better think about it, Jamie.
Tina, how did the test come out? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I guess Cord was right. Dr. Balsam says I'm not even slightly pregnant.
Well, I think I also heard Cord say that you have lots of time to make a family.
I know, but I wanted to have one right now. But Dr. Balsam says we'll just have to keep trying. And you know, the more I think of it, that's not all bad either.
Oh, Tina, listen, I was wondering, you said you saw a redhead in the nursery?
Not you, too. Listen, I don't want to talk about that, all right?
Oh, I don't blame you. I mean, with something as sensitive as Jessica's kidnapping, certain things should remain confidential.
Well, I'm glad you understand.
Oh, I do understand. That's why, I was wondering who else you might have told so that maybe you could tell them to keep it under wrap, so it wouldn't
Oh,
get...
there you are.
Yeah, did you use on the baby?
No, not yet. I have to talk to you. Excuse us.
Clint, that was very rude. We were talking.
Rude? You haven't seen anything yet.
Look, I know you are very upset right now, all right? But that's no reason to take it out on me. Now, what is it?
But it always is, Tina. You and your big mouth. Now tell me, why are you spreading rumors about Nicky Smith?
You're going to have to do better than that, lady.
It's the truth, Asa. Or don't you want to believe the truth? Are you so used to telling lies that that's all you believe?
What I don't believe is you. And anything that comes out of that two-timing mouth of yours.
So you get something through your thick skull. I am not two-timing you. I just made it look that way to give you a taste of your own medicine.
Oh, I knew you'd have to say something like this when you were caught red-handed. I suppose you and Pete O'Neill were exchanging recipes all this time.
For heaven's sakes, leave Pete out of this.
I'd love to. But he keeps putting himself between us.
It is our marriage, Asa. And if we're going to have any chance in this world to make it work, it is up to you and to me, not Pete O'Neill.
Why not? He's the one that drove the wedge between us.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
You know, I'll tell you something, babe. At least you've got nerve to face me with what you've done. But what kind of a man you got there, under the sheets, shivering and sending his woman to do his dirty work?
I am not Pete O'Neill's woman. And I am not your woman either.
You got that right.
I am the woman that married you because she loved you, and I thought you loved me.
Don't you ever use the word love in my face.
All right. How about the word trust, Asa? Because a good marriage needs both love and trust. And I'm beginning to see how much of both of those I get from you. None.
It's my fault that you slipped me out the back door to play adulteress.
Oh, well, it would really deserve it if I did. I have been faithful to you since the day I met you, and Lord knows why. I haven't even thought of another man, and look what it has gotten for me.
Look. The dandy clothes, the grand house, and the grand bank account.
That's really all you can think about, isn't it? What I wanted was a marriage with a man who loved me and trusted me. I don't want your money. I wanted you.
Then why did you throw me over for Pete O'Neill?
Oh, how good. I've done absolutely everything I can to try to get through that egotistical and arrogant thick skull of yours. All right, you want to throw me over? Okay. I'll throw you over.
At last, the truth.
Well, here's a little more truth for you to bite on, cowboy. You do not deserve me. You do not deserve the love I have for you, or the trust I have for you, or anything else. And I do deserve better than you. So in your own words, darling, adios, au revoir, arrivederci. I see that honor is reserved for you. You couldn't possibly want anything but a divorce.
Don't tell me what I want, woman. I'd hoped I had a loyal and faithful wife.
We have been through that already. I am not having an affair, Asa. And all that I ever wanted was for this marriage to work. Now, I am not that innocent girl who believed you were Jeb Stewart, a sea captain. 10 years it took me to be that foolish. But I have my eyes open now. Excuse me.
Hold it, Pamela. It's not over yet.
Oh, really? Is there something you want to say to me? Perhaps in a lower tone of voice?
Oh, this is going to be real quiet. It's written in this document. Here.
Oh, really? So what is this document?
Well, it's just a little, pre-divorce agreement.
Pre-divorce. In other words, you have been all set for me to come in here and say it was over.
You see, I know how a woman's mind works, Lee.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot. You have a lot of experience in divorce. Let's see, what you'd like me to settle for is for $1 million.
Now, if you sign that, honey, we'll avoid a messy alimony hearing, and we'll come out of it friends.
Jessica. Oh, my baby, where are you? Are they taking good care of you? I hope you know that we're doing everything we can to get you back. To bring you back home where you belong, with your family, with your daddy and me and your 2 brothers. Your 3 brothers. I wonder if Maria told Courtier that he's Clint's son.
Vicky?
No, you hold on.
I don't want to talk to you when you're this angry.
How do you suppose I got that way, Tina? Not only, it's not bad enough that my baby daughter has been stolen. Now I find out that you're spreading rumors that it was Nicky Smith who stole her.
I'm not spreading rumors.
Then why is it that Rafe Gerritsen pointed to you as the source?
Look, this is what happened, all right?
Every time, Vicky and I start to think we see a glimmer of hope that maybe you are a human being capable of feeling human emotions, you blow it. And don't tell me that you're not aware that accusing Vicky of turning back into Nicky Smith couldn't destroy her completely.
Hi. I was talking to some of the cops outside. They say you still haven't heard anything, huh?
No. The silence is more and more frightening. Thank you for coming by earlier this morning.
Bill is your lawyer. I will destroy him and you in that courtroom.
Lord, this whole conversation is absolutely ridiculous. And we cannot get past your insane jealousy to talk about anything but money, which doesn't matter at all.
Oh, really? I figured you hung around with that Tina long enough. You'd learned something. How to go for the dough.
Oh, I'm beginning to realize how warped your mind really is. And I could almost feel sorry for you, Asa, if it didn't hurt so much.
Pam, do me a favor. Don't do any moralizing.
Oh, it wouldn't do me any good. Because you see, the truth is, Asa, that the reason you're striking out at me is because you're afraid. You're afraid Clint is going to find out Cordera's son, and you are worried about your granddaughter and her safety. But you're hurting me like this. It's going to make your worst dreams come true. Because you are going to end up alone with nobody loving you. And you want to know what the saddest part about it is? I think in some very strange, warped way, that's what you really want. Penance, perhaps.
Cash and plenty of it. I'm gonna cut out the source of that allowance, Mommy and Daddy.
Damn it, Vince, leave them out of it.
You're the one who got him involved. Writing that letter and sending it to somebody just in case I bump you off.
My parents didn't do anything.
Hey, it's a tough break. But they could have an accident. And poof, 1 minute they're gone.
Jamie, Payson said you wanted to see me?
Yeah, Dad.
I certainly hope it's to tell me that you severed all of your drug connections.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Meaning?
Meaning I have a few debts to pay off, to be totally clear.
And you're asking me for money?
Dad, I know. But if you hadn't destroyed the coke, I could have sold it to get the cash I need.
Jamie, hold it right there. You just don't seem to have any conscience about what you did, do you?
It's not that.
Don't you realize that you were in the business of destroying people's lives?
Will you listen to me for a minute? I know all that. And I'm genuinely sorry I stupidly got tangled up in it, but these guys don't let you just walk away.
Oh, and that didn't occur until just now that you know that.
That's right. So I'm stuck. I need cash, lots of it.
Sell your car.
Dad!
Sell your car, Jamie. You're lucky I didn't tell your mother. She'd have had you thrown in jail. What do you think this is? You think I'm a bank? You're not getting any more money from me. Sell your car.
But there's no time for that.
Then I suggest you get right on it, son.
Hi, darling.
Hi, Don.
Oh, Jamie, you're here. That's wonderful. Are you moving all your things in?
Well, I'm sort of in the process.
So am I.
Why didn't you get somebody to help you, honey?
Well, there's some things I wanted to bring over myself, like my paper and my jewels. Would you help me get some things out of the car?
There's something I promised I'd do for Dad. I have to make a telephone call.
You make the phone call, son. Get that done. I'll help you, darling. Come on.
Thanks.
April wears this. Hopefully she won't notice.
Yeah, Acme Pawn Shop. How late are you open tonight? Great, I'll be right over.
Wait, you take those things upstairs. So, you joining us for dinner?
Probably not.
Oh, Jamie, you supposedly moved in. Now you're rushing out before we even get a chance to talk. What's the point of moving in if you don't even want to spend time with us?
Who says I don't want to spend time with you? I mean, I'll be here so much soon that you'll wish I'd go out now and then. I'll see you later.
Do you have any idea of what our son is doing with his life?
He mentioned wanting to join the firm. I will see to it that that happens.
I certainly hope so. Sometimes I have the feeling we raised a son with a great deal of charm and very little substance.
Well, it wasn't your fault if we did. You're the only one who ever tried to discipline him. I would indulge him. His grandmother overindulges him.
Are you saying that you regret that?
Yes, I regret that. But maybe, because he'll be living here with us, he'll grow up.
I certainly hope so.
So do I. Seems, darling, that we're alone again.
I hope you're not bored already.
Not at all. As a matter of fact, I was wondering what you'd like to do with your evening.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should watch the sunset. I've always loved the view from the hill.
I rather like the view right from here. But I will go out and watch the sunset with you.
Rather than go out, why don't we just stay home like an old married couple and get into bed and watch television?
Darling, if that ever leaked out to the media, it would ruin our image.
But that's what's been wrong with our image. That's what's given us all the trouble.
Okay, to the sunset first.
I tell you how relieved I was to see you sitting in that lobby there, waiting for me.
Well, I knew it wouldn't be a long meeting.
Oh, Pete, you were so right about Asa. God, I feel like such a fool.
Come on now. Save it till you get up to your suite and you can fall apart in your own room, all right?
Yeah. Thank heavens you're here. Just thank you.
Dory, your choice of meeting place is a little odd under the circumstances. Are you okay?
I will be in a minute. You suppose the management of this place hired an exorcist to clear it up?
No, I do believe that you played that role, dear.
Did I just hear you call me dear? Does that mean you still think of me fondly?
Well, of course I still think of you fondly. Once I get past that mental image to want to strangle you.
Do you mind if we sit down? I don't like to grovel on my feet.
By all means. Now, I'm waiting.
John, I tend to get carried away every now and then.
No, you?
Now, wait a minute. This is not easy for me, so I just want you to listen. Having you on my show was a terrific idea. Not just for the quality of it and the ratings. And when I urged you to do so, it was as the owner of the station, the producer of the show, the hostess of the show. It was not me, the woman that you care about, the woman that you make love to, who was urging you to compromise your standards. All right? It was a media mogul.
A media mogul. Well, you know, it's a shame the media mogul didn't stop and have a little chat with the lady that I date before our discussion.
I know that, and I truly am sorry. Because I know that you don't care anything about publicity, and in fact, it's damaging to your career, and I know that you didn't want to come on television and talk about the heroics that you went through to save me in front of thousands of drooling women and lots of jealous men. And it was insensitive of me to push you to do so, all right? And I regret it very much, and it will never happen again, all right? And I truly, truly am very sorry. You may speak now.
I may speak now. Well, I'm waiting for the groveling part.
That's as far as I go with groveling. Now then, am I forgiven? Am I taken back? Am I adored once again?
I tell you what, if I go out and I buy a tape recorder, will you say everything that you've just said under the microphone, into the microphone for the future?
Oh, John, please don't play with me.
Oh, I'm not playing, Dorian. Yes, you do push people too far. And yes, you do get carried away and you trample on other people's feelings when it conflicts with your desires, but that's part of your history.
Excuse me, when did you become such an expert on my history?
Oh, about the time that you were being terrorized, remember? Huh? Yeah, and I asked you if you had any enemies and why, and then you went through saga after saga after saga of people that you had pushed too far, including your ex-husband.
What if you're... Excuse me, have you and her been sitting around talking about my prior life with him?
Of course not, but Dorian, it's out there. I mean, I'm really surprised the number of people that know why he divorced you.
John, stop. We are digressing from the main subject at hand, which is you accepting my apology.
What makes you think I'm going to accept?
Because if you don't, I am going to die. Do you understand? I'm going to roll right over and die. You're right. It is a rather strange choice of expressions, isn't it? Why are you laughing?
Because I do adore you. Yes, and I accept your apology. I was going to the whole time, but I didn't want to let you off too easily. Well, you know you're going to do the same thing again, and I'll react the same way again, so...
I know that.
But I don't want it to become a weekly occurrence.
Is that a
You got it?
Is that a veiled warning?
No. That's a right out in the open warning. All right?
All right. If you'll accept my apology, I'll accept your conditions. Can we please now seal the deal with a kiss? And then Cassie goes on to say, David and Jenny are planning a holiday in Paris at the end of the month, and I may stay for that. But I miss you and I love you. Give John a kiss for me. Here you go.
Gladly accepted.
And I'm so glad your life is back to normal. Love, Cassie.
Back to normal. Pushing guys around. Oh, hey, all right. At least Cassie sounds like she's good. And you're great. I almost feel like taking on a couple of new clients.
Fine, just as long as it doesn't put your life in any danger. It is your career. You may decide if you wish to put your life in danger on a daily basis. Just peachy with me.
Dorian! John!
Oh, Jeannie. Hello, darling.
How good to see you. Well, no wonder you're not at WVLE. Hi. You're in my lobby.
Your lobby? I thought Herbert checked you into the Vernon Inn.
Oh, yeah, he did. And I had one night of absolute luxury, but this is cheaper. I rented a closet for practically nothing.
Oh, no, how's it feel to be out in the real world again?
Well, great, except it's terrible to discover that there are as many weirdos out here as there were in there. I mean, Vicky and Clint's baby?
Yes, it's just too horrible to even think of.
Did Vicky tell you that I was visiting her last night and we talked about Jessica and then she got kidnapped? It's too spooky.
Yes, fact, maybe we better not even talk about it. We'll all end up in tears. So, Jeannie, what were you doing over at WVLE?
Oh, well, I came to ask you if you had any kind of a job that I could do. I mean, I can do anything from sweep the floor to anchor the nightly news.
Oh, well, of course. I'll see what I can find for you.
Well, you could probably use another secretary or a gopher or something as busy as you are.
Always. Do you type?
No, but I can run a copy machine, and I'm great at answering the phone. Dorian Lord's office? Who's calling, please? No, she's not in at the moment. She's at a meeting. May I take a message? And I make great coffee, or at least my husband used to think so. But then again, my boyfriend, you know, the one who forged all the checks, he didn't like my coffee, but...
Well, sweetheart, I will just do some investigating, and I'm sure we will come up with something to utilize your many talents. But, speaking of my station, I am due at the Vernon Inn at this very moment. I have to do a pre-interview with my guest for tomorrow's show.
And I've got to get moving myself.
Jeannie, why don't you meet me first thing tomorrow morning?
Okay, 8 o'clock, I'll be there.
Make it 10. Do you need any money?
No, Herb lent me some money, and I have enough to last about 24 more hours before I have to mug somebody.
Oh, Not funny, Jeannie.
A little jailhouse humor.
Live without that.
Thanks a lot, Dorian.
Yes.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, honey.
Okay. Ciao.
Vince, it's about time. I thought I might have to carry out a threat or two. Here. And after that, the well runs dry, so take it and leave town. How much? 5,000. You leaking brains? Listen, man, I had to pawn a diamond ring of my mother's to get this, and I can't get any out of my dad.
Look, you still have the coke.
I told you, it's gone. No more. This is it, Vince. Time to split. What is wrong with you, besides the obvious? That girl sitting over there, she's one of the inmates we borrowed to process the crack. So she's never seen either one of us before. Wrong. She saw me for a second, and I think she recognizes me. Well, then you better just go over and check out. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah?
I thought for a minute maybe we recognized each other from somewhere.
I never saw you before in my life.
My mistake. Sorry. No problem. No problem. Didn't you see her eyes? She was terrified. Look, let me handle this. I'll make sure she never remembers your face. No way are you going to handle this. My God, don't you think we've got enough hanging over our head with the crack and the murder?
Not to mention the bomb in Dorian Lord's apartment.
All right. You can handle it this time. But you make sure that you persuade her your way. Because if you don't, I'll persuade her mine. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, Charles Sanders speaking.
Dad, I got a real problem. One I didn't know I had a few minutes ago.
I'm listening.
One of the inmates who's now out of Statesville saw me, and she knows that I'm connected to the... You know.
Yes, I know.
So Tina gets all excited, and she rushes over to the hospital and signs up for one of those pregnancy tests.
Oh, she must want to be pregnant rather badly now.
Yeah, well, I tell you, she didn't at first, but now it sure seems like she does. Oh, hey, Vicky, I'm sorry. This is probably the last thing you want to talk about right now, isn't it?
Doesn't really matter. The pain is there. It doesn't matter what the subject is. Even though you're very young to be tied down by a little one, you must want a family pretty badly.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I do. See, my family was always really close, and I kind of felt like I missed out because I didn't have any brothers or sisters around. And I like the idea of making my mom a grandma. She's kind of lonely right now.
You must miss your father very much.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm getting along a little bit better than Ma because I'm so busy all the time, but... Yeah, when I have time to think about it, I miss him a lot. He was always there, you know, if I needed advice or friendship. I tell you, we were pretty good pals, me and my pa. A couple good old boys. Yeah. I tell you, that's kind of neat about Clint, though. It's kind of like he's filling that gap for me now.
Vicky.
Ace?
Of course.
Hi, Ace. How you doing?
Want to find out how you're holding up, honey.
I'm managing. Thank you.
I figured you and Clint might need a break, so I came over. You know, maybe take a walk or sleep or something.
Look, Vicky, I better be on my way now. But listen, if you need anything, you just give Tina and me a call. Don't hesitate, please.
Thank you. Bye, honey.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care, boy. Where is Clint?
Do you have any idea what What an extraordinary young man that Cordero Roberts is.
Oh, yes, real nice boy.
You know, Asa, he was just telling me how much he misses his father and how Clint seems to be fulfilling that role for him.
Yeah, that's good. Any of the FBI saying anything at all to you?
Don't you think I would have said it the minute you walked in if there had been word? No, there's nothing but silence. An awful, eerie silence. And your older son is beside himself, much more so than I am, because he's trying to be strong for me, and I know that inside he is falling apart.
Yeah, I know it must be taking its toll on him, but we're going to get Jessica Ann back.
How's Pamela? I haven't seen her or heard from her or anything.
Pamela's gone. I think I've seen the last of her, maybe you too.
What are you talking about?
The marriage is over, Vicky. I just didn't turn out to be the image of Jeb Stewart. She fell out of love with me and turned to Pete O'Neill. See, the way I got it figured, she came to land you because she figured by accident that she married money, so she's getting rid of me and getting as much of that money as she can.
I don't even know this woman you're talking about. I also have a feeling that if I were to hear Pamela's side of the story, it would be quite different.
Oh, I'd appreciate it if you didn't call, all right? I mean, you're my family. She's not, and we stick together. You know, she can...
She can what, Asa? What?
Well, darling.
Son?
Well, Bill Moore just told me that if there's going to be any ransom demand, it's bound to come today, or else we're just talking pure baby theft. And that could mean...
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to offer a reward, $2 million to get your firstborn back, son.
Thanks, Paul. We may take you up on that. Where's Pam?
Oh, Asa's got news for you. He and Pam are divorcing.
What? Oh, damn it, Pa. Don't we have enough problems in this family? What the hell have you done to drive her away?
Tell Cord now when Vicky and Clint are suffering like this.
I told you my mind is made up. But I didn't say I would tell him now.
What? You mean you're willing to wait?
Not for your sake, believe me. The last thing I want is to put Clint through any more anguish. His family needs him and he needs them, including Asa.
Oh, Maria, you are doing the right thing. You really are. I mean, when Clint finds out that Asa has been keeping him and Cord apart all these years...
Tina, I told you you've got your reprieve. But I am warning you. The minute Jessica is found, and I pray that it's soon, I am going to tell Cord everything.
Obviously, he's been waiting for me to be the one to call it quits. Every single action of his was designed to get me to divorce him.
Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't see it sooner.
Oh, you're the one that tried to tell me about it. I just wouldn't, as usual, listen to it. Honest to God, Pete, when I think about those months ago, when I discovered about his captain's paradise and didn't leave him, thought I wanted to come here and tame him and just live happily ever after.
Pam, there's no way you could have known that wouldn't work.
I don't know. Even when I had doubts, I wasn't going to listen to you. I wasn't going to listen to anybody else. I had to wait till I was totally humiliated before I would buy it. And then, the final blow. He tries to buy me off as if I were some kind of a common tramp.
What?
Oh, yes, I didn't tell you about that part. When he whipped out this settlement for $1 million.
Tina.
Oh, honey, I've been waiting so long for you. I didn't know whether to be angry or worried.
I'm sorry. I was over at Land Fair with Vicky. I wanted to wait around till somebody else came by. Asa finally did. I don't know what happened to Clint, though. I didn't see hiding or hair of him.
Oh, well, I can tell you where he was. He was right here yelling at me. That whole thing came out about that red-headed woman, and Larry told Rafe, and Rafe told Clint, and now it's as usual. Everybody says it's all my fault.
Oh, Lordy, Tina. I knew that this was going to happen.
Well, I couldn't help it. I mean, Lisa told Larry that I saw the one. What was I supposed to do, deny it? I mean, especially now when they found those red hairs from that wig in the crib.
Oh, I just wish you didn't have to be in the middle of all this.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Well, aren't you even the least bit interested in whether or not you and I made a baby? We didn't. What are you smiling for?
Well, to tell you the truth, I kind of didn't think we did. But I tell you, I think it's real cute you being so excited about it.
Well, I think it's a great big disappointment.
Well, yeah, it's that too. But But you know, we got plenty of time to worry about making a baby. And think about all the fun we're going to have doing it. Not only that, I think it's good that we keep our powers of concentration open for helping Vicky and Clint right now. It'd be real tough to be excited about a baby of ours knowing that they're so worried about theirs.
I guess you're right. Look, can we go home? I'm really sick of this place.
Okay.
Come on.
You can't keep going through life throwing away good women. You're going to end up a lonely old man.
Well, you don't really know what I have to go through. I mean, she's really mad at me.
Does that matter? Given the options, does that matter? Get on that damn phone, call her, apologize, and talk through this nonsense.
Assuming you still love her.
Oh, yeah, sure. That just kind of got lost down the line. Wait in the hell. This ain't going to work. I mean, she's not going to talk to me. She's going to pick it up. She's going to hang it up. I got to get over there in person. That's where I'll be if you hear anything or you need me.
We'll be fine. You just take care of your life. Damn it, it's never just one crisis at a time in this family, is it?
Clint, Jessica Ann is going to come home real soon.
Yeah, well, not soon enough. But I know God is looking out for her. A man can't wait all this time for his first kid and then lose her like this.
You're damn right. Damn right. I'll be back and, you know, maybe with Pam.
Want to try and get some sleep?
No, I want to talk. I have to tell you something very important. I can't wait any longer.
Mr. Buchanan?
Yeah, what is it?
Lieutenant Moore would like to speak with you in the study.
What is it?
Some questions, that's all.
I'll be right back, honey. Hold the thought.
Don't worry, I will.
Need your wife's suite, sir?
Oh, thank you. Oh, here's something for you.
Now, you will return the key later.
Oh, don't worry, son. You won't have any trouble. We just had a big fight, the kind of fight you're going to have someday when you get married. So I got to get in a room, talk to her, clear up this whole mess.
Okay. Good luck.
Jamie?
Dad, I know how furious you are. And I've been sitting here trying to figure out what to say.
There is nothing to say. You win again, Jamie.
Dad, I swear I'll make it up to you. I'll work day and night.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Now, put that in your pocket before she comes down and spots me. And, Jamie, don't screw it up.
Yes, sir. Pardon me.
I'm in a hurry.
Look, this will only take a second.
Look, I told you I've never seen you before.
I'll follow you out of here if you don't stop and talk to me.
What do you want?
Just come over here and so we can have our conversation in private. You know who I am, don't you? Charles Jameson Sanders III?
The prosecutor's son, the ambassador's son.
Exactly. But you know who else I am, too, don't you? Don't pretend you don't, because I know you saw me once. I'm not going to threaten you or harm you in any way. In fact, I'm going to change your life for the better.
Give me a break, kid.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the biggest break in your life. In this envelope is a one-way trip to Hawaii and $50,000 in cash. Take it. It's yours.
Useless questions, honey. They keep saying how important everything is. Doesn't seem important to me. The only thing that matters is that damn telephone ringing.
I know, darling, I know, but I have to talk to you anyway. I know how very much you love Jessica. And I know that nothing can lessen your anguish right now, but there's something that might help in the long run. It's something that I found out about yesterday, before Jessica was taken.
Is that what you wanted to talk to me about when I came home from New York?
I've debated a good deal since then whether or not this is the right time to tell you, but I think that this is the best time. You have to know. Sweetheart, Jessica. Jessica is not your firstborn child.
What the hell are you talking about?
Cordero Roberts. That delightful young man that you're so very fond of. Cord Roberts is your son.
Dorian. Hi.
Herb, hello, dear.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm busy, too busy, but what else is new? How are you?
Just fine. My apartment's going to be ready in a few days.
Oh, that's terrific. Listen, I have to run. Your friend Jeannie Johnson called. Told me she had to meet me at the Waterside Inn right away.
Why?
Well, she wouldn't say. She sounded a bit rattled. I got the feeling she was worried.
That's funny, because I saw her just 2 hours ago. She seemed in a wonderful mood. She asked me to help her get her job at WVLE. I better come with you. If she's managed to get into so much trouble in just 2 hours, she'll probably need the two of us to help her get out of it.
Yeah, well, I know better than to try to change your mind. Come on, on the way over, I've got a letter of Cassie's you can look at.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I can't tell you how much it means to me. Oh, I thank you. Oh, there. That's much better. I think it's just a tension headache.
Sure. Come here. Lean against me.
Oh.
Just think gentle, comforting thoughts. Like the waves just washing on shore at Malakeva.
Oh, gosh, I don't know what I would have done if you weren't here, Pete.
Well, unfortunately, I was also part of the problem. But I think things are looking up now. Pam, I want to be with you. Good times as well as the bad times.
Vicky, I don't think I'm hearing you straight.
Yes, darling, you are. Unfortunately, there is no easy way to break this to you, but it is true. Cord Roberts is your son. Yours and Maria's. Al Roberts was not his natural father, as we were all...
That is ridiculous. If Cord Roberts were my son, I would have known about it years ago. Who told you this cockeyed story?
Maria.
Maria told you and not me. Now, wait a minute. This is getting more unbelievable by the second.
I know it is, darling, but it is true. You have a son. A wonderful son.
How much did you say?
$50,000.
To go to Hawaii. What are you, Mr. Sanders? A travel agent or the head of a lottery?
Neither, and you know it.
Right. Which is why I can't possibly accept this.
Now wait.
You wait. I just got out of jail. And I learned a few things while I was in there, one of which is do not accept an envelope from a stranger containing 50 grand and a one-way ticket.
Now please, don't turn this down without thinking it through first.
Look, I may not have won awards for my IQ, but I can spot when something is illegal.
All I want you to do is to get quietly on a plane and fly away. And then call me and let me know where you're staying.
And never ever tell anybody that I spotted you at the back street when you were forcing us to turn your coke into crack. Is that it?
Nobody is going to ask you any questions about it.
You slime! I don't want your drug money. And I hope to God that the cops catch you.
Miss Johnson, please,
I feel
wait.
real sorry for your parents, too, because I'm sure you're ruining their important careers by this.
Hey, I'm not just doing this for me or my parents. I'm doing it for you, too. I've got a buddy in this thing who's real wild. And if you don't take this money, he's going to get nervous and do something terrible. Oh. Now, please, for both our sakes, take this and go.
We've gone from Christmas to Halloween here in 30 seconds.
Look, I'm in this thing over my head. I'm no killer. I just wanted to make some fast money, and the whole thing got out of hand.
Fast money? Turning kids into junkies? Forcing helpless inmates to do your dirty work?
I regret everything I've done, Miss Johnson.
I don't
Please.
believe you.
Look, I want you to know this money came from my trust fund. It's not from drugs.
Yeah? Well, if you've got such a big trust fund, how come you turned to coke for fast money, huh? You're just trying to bribe me to get me out of town. And I have a feeling that if I do what you want, I'm going to end up right back in jail.
Nobody knows about this but you and me. You can get out free and clear. And this money, you can start a new life for yourself. Ever been to Hawaii? Ever wondered what life would be like with $50,000?
Yeah, I've wondered. But that was just a dream. And I've lived long enough, Mr. Sanders, to know that dreams don't come true. So I'm not taking your bride. I'm not walking. And I'm not keeping my mouth shut.
Your arms feel so good around me right now, Pete. Just hold me.
Pam, if it was up to me, I'd never let you go. I love you, Pam. I didn't mean for it to happen, but it has.
Shh, Pete, please, just don't talk. Just put your arms around me and don't say anything. No declarations.
It is impossible that Cord is my son.
But why is it impossible? Does that mean that you and Maria never made love when you were teenagers?
No, it doesn't mean that, but I thought I was in love with her. If Maria were pregnant, she would have told me, not run away with her mother. Is that why she ran away?
Yes, honey. Maria and her mother left because she was pregnant with your child.
Vicky, that still doesn't make any sense. She knew that I cared about her. She knew I would have married her.
I know. And Maria's mother knew that. And so did your father.
Asa knew?
Yes, darling. Asa is the one who made them leave.
Does Cord know?
No. He's never had any idea. At least as of yesterday, Maria had not told him.
Did Al Roberts know?
Well, Al Roberts knew that she was pregnant when he married her, of course, but he never knew by whom. And Maria never told him it was you until very recently, when Cord came up here to Landview chasing after Tina.
Yeah. Maria avoided me when she came to town, didn't she? She didn't try to contact me. And Al and Maria came in to see Cord right after he arrived and started working for me. Working for me. I have been working with my own son all these months, and she never bothered to tell me about it?
Honey, I think she felt she couldn't.
Maybe Maria is making this whole thing up. I mean, she has been very lonely since Al died. She's probably trying to find a tie to us.
No, darling, no, I absolutely don't believe that.
And I can't believe this. If this is true, why wasn't I told about it? If not 20-some years ago, why not 20 weeks? And why would she tell you about it instead of me? And why yesterday out of the blue?
Clint, I called Maria yesterday and I asked her to come over here after you went to New York. The thing is that I have been getting very concerned because I think that she pays much too much attention to you.
You're jealous?
No, I've been getting concerned. I wanted to let her know that if in fact she did have designs on you, then she was the one who was going to be hurt because our love was too secure.
How did that lead to her telling you about Cord?
Well, I obviously had a nerve with her because I said something about an adolescent crush that you had had on each other and how I thought she was trying to rekindle that, and she got absolutely furious with me and started saying that I didn't know what I was talking about, that yes, she had a right to your time and your affection, and yes, she still cared about you because for heaven's sakes, you were the father of her son. Anyway, then she told me the whole story. Honey, I have to tell you that not for 1 second did I think she was making any of it up. She was in a great deal of pain. It was very hard for her to relive all those memories. And she was in pain having kept that secret all these years.
Some pain. Some pain. As far as she's concerned, she's still got her little secret. And Cord and I are walking around like a couple of damn dummies.
She promised me she was going to tell Cord last night. Just as I was going to tell you. And then Jessica was taken.
Oh, sweetheart.
You know, I hope
that after the shock wears off, I hope that you and Cord can build a real relationship.
I still got an awful lot of questions banging around inside my head.
I know. And I think you should go and talk to Maria because she can explain the whole thing to you.
It's not the time for that, honey. There's Jessica to think about.
Yes, there is. Unfortunately, all we can do for her is worry and hope and pray. And I'm here. I can answer the telephone. If the kidnappers call, I'll deal with them. I think you should call Maria.
It just seems so impossible. Maria Roberts' room, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Maria, this is Clint Buchanan.
Clint, have you heard any news about the baby?
No, nothing. But I need to see you right away if it's all right. Is it okay if I come up right away? I really think it's overdue.
Yes, of course. Come right over. I'll be waiting.
Thank you. No. I wouldn't have wanted you to know and try to protect me.
I love you very much.
I love you more. I'm bigger than you are.
Dan, I'm sorry I'm late. Listen, what's new on the case? Have you got anything?
So far, nothing's changed. The preliminary trial is still set for next week, but Mrs. Sanders is going to try and talk to Herb Callison again about dropping the charges.
All right, so in the meantime, there's no evidence that can help you?
Not really. But she thinks I'm innocent. As a matter of fact, she's really fired up about the whole thing.
Good.
The major mystery is who planted that Mitch Lawrence tape in my apartment. Ah, yeah, there is something else. You remember I told you Allison and I originally went to the back street to look for an apartment?
Yeah.
Well, Jamie was there with a real estate agent.
Oh, Jamie Sanders?
Yes, and he asked me not to tell anyone. So I kept it quiet until I was going over the details of the case with Mrs. Sanders. And she was very surprised to hear that her son was looking into real estate. And Jamie got all bent out of shape when I told her about it.
But hey, that backs up your story about returning there.
Yes. He is the only one who was there, besides the real estate agent, who can say that Allison lost a charm, and that's why I returned the night of the murder.
I don't see why that would make him so upset you're mentioning that.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like I've got no reason.
This guy's a good friend of yours?
Yeah, well, maybe not as good as I thought.
So have you found the real estate agent? Have you talked to him?
No, we can't get to him. Jamie claims he can't remember the name of the firm that he was with.
Oh, wait a minute. Dan, this thing sounds a little flaky to me.
Yeah, I know.
First of all, it sounds as if he's got something working with the real estate agent and he doesn't want his parents to find out. Now, if that's more important to him than you are... Well,
that's exactly what I've been thinking.
I don't like this, Danny. I don't like this at all. It puts you in a tough spot for the hearing. I wish you had a job or something to make you look a little more responsible to the judge.
Mrs. Sanders brought that up, too, but who's going to hire a guy who's facing a murder rap?
I would. You'd be great in the oil business.
Chuck! For crying out loud! Chuck Wilson, how are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you, bud.
Lee, I heard you were coming back, I guess for this crisis.
As soon as I heard what happened, I had to get right up here. Yeah.
Well, listen, Vicki and Clint need all the help they can get. Have you talked to Asa yet?
No, I haven't yet, but I'm just about to remedy that. And speaking of the devil, are you really serious about looking for a job, Dan?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you get in touch with Asa? He probably has something for you at Buchanan Enterprise.
That's a great idea.
Speaking of Buchanan Enterprises, excuse me.
Yeah, sure.
Howdy, Asa.
I heard you're in town. Thanks a lot for calling.
Well, I was just gonna come over and do that. You gonna shake my hand or what? Figured you could use an old friend just about now. You interested?
Chuck, if I ever needed a friend, it is now. And not just because the baby was stolen from the family. I mean, Lord knows that's bad enough. But Pam is cheating on me.
What?
Right now, could you leave and come over to the mansion with me?
Sure, I'll be right behind you. Dan, Larry, good seeing you both. Dan, if you want to go job hunting, why don't you hold off at least a day? The old man seems a little otherwise occupied, okay?
Okay.
See you both later.
Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah.
Believe it, I'm actually starving.
Good sign.
Mm.
It's coming back to life in several areas.
Yeah.
You know, I'm real proud of myself.
Oh, you are? Why?
I think I showed considerable restraint lying next to you in that bed.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, you know something, Pete? You are a very handsome man, and as soon as I know that... Oh. Anyway. Sometimes it just seems so unreal, you know? Man, I spent 10 years of my life with. I'm not going to spend the next 10 years of my life with.
Look, I know it's hard, but when you get to the other side of it, you're going to feel terrific.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee.
Well, I hope so. Let's talk about it over dinner. You know, I have to go over to see Clinton Vicky, even though Asa has said I am no longer a member of this family. I still want to make sure they're all right.
Well, I'm not sure they'll be up to visitors right now, but you can certainly call them, see how they're doing. Pam, you shut this door, didn't you?
Yeah, of course. I locked it and shut it.
Well, I just barely touched it. It came open.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Well, that would mean that someone came in here and left while we were still in the bedroom. Asa.
Haven't you ever made a major mistake because you didn't realize what you were getting yourself into, and then suddenly it was too late to do anything about it?
I knew girls in prison who felt that way.
Look, this whole crack thing is no more. The cocaine smuggling is over, the whole thing. I know you don't care about me, but this is my life we're talking about. And the whole thing could go right down the tubes.
I feel so confused. I feel like I'm getting boxed in here.
But don't feel that way. Just think how free you're going to be with this money.
This is not right.
It's not right for my parents to have to suffer either. They didn't know anything about this crack thing. And if any of this got out, their careers would be over.
Are you sure that none of this is drug money?
I swear it. Now, please take it.
Jeannie?
Hi. Do you know...
Jamie Sanders, yes.
Mrs. Lord?
Hello.
Mr. Callison?
Yes. You staying here too, Jamie?
No. I just dropped by for a drink and ran into Jeannie.
Yeah, we were just getting to know each other.
But I'm just on my way out. It's so nice talking to you.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thanks, you too. Bye now.
Goodbye.
Jeannie, I hope you haven't been taken in by that young man.
Taken in?
You've got a weakness for picking the wrong kind of man. We talked about that when we were in prison together.
Come on, Dorian. He's just a kid.
So, I, ran into your friend here at the Vernon Inn. She got concerned when I told her you wanted to see me.
Yes. Herb said that you sounded worried.
Worried? No, I'm not worried. In fact, I've got some really great news. I'm moving to Hawaii tonight.
Moving to Hawaii?
Tonight?
Yeah, I called a friend of mine there and told her what was going on in my life, and she's doing really great. She met a really rich guy and married him and has a condo and everything, and she said that she'd wire me a ticket, so I'm off.
All of this happened in 2 hours?
Yeah. One 30-minute phone call and it changed my life.
I guess you won't be in my office tomorrow looking for a job.
No, I won't, but thank you.
Jeannie, excuse me, but You must have called me after you talked to her.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, well, I mean, you sounded very troubled. You insisted that I cancel everything to see you. Why?
Part of me believes when she said she's not fooling around with O'Neill. It's just not her style.
Well, why were you pressing her so hard?
It could be true. God knows if she's seeing an awful lot of them.
Well, I never met Pam, but...
Oh, come on. You remember when I pretended to be the sea captain? You must have had a few laughs when you heard how she pulled a scam to legally marry me.
No, I didn't laugh. As a matter of fact, I kind of hoped that you two would have a happy, long relationship once the truth came out and she moved here.
Didn't work.
I've known you too well, and for a long time, Asa Jeb Stewart Buchanan. She loved you enough to stay faithful to you all those years when you were hardly ever there. And now she's cheating on you, huh? She must have a damn good reason.
Oh, I'll tell you something. I don't care what the reason is. She's cheating on me. I'm going to nail her.
Oh, yeah? You got proof? You said you didn't go into the bedroom.
If she wanted to talk, they'd have stayed in the living room. Like, why the hell didn't you stay in Texas, huh?
Is it true, Maria? Is Cord my son?
Yes. Clint, you didn't think that I would make something like that up.
I don't know what to think. In my position, wouldn't you find this a little strange?
Yes. I'm sorry that you didn't know about it all these years.
Why the hell didn't I? I didn't run off. You did. You ran off. How could you do it, Maria? How could you run off, pregnant with my baby, and not tell me?
Stop yelling at me.
I got every right to yell at you. I got every right to snap your neck.
My neck? What about your father's neck? He's the one who did this to us. He decided our future, Clint. I was a scared 16-year-old kid. What did I know? I trusted my mother, and she was as scared as I was.
Oh, one phone call. One lousy phone call, and I would have come to wherever you were. I would have married you.
Which is exactly what Asa didn't want. Don't you think that my mother went to him and asked permission for us to get married? It wasn't even something he would consider. All he did was give her money and so that she could take me away from you.
He paid her?
Yes. And when she argued, he said he would have us both deported back to Mexico.
And I went through all those years wondering how and why you could leave me like you did. Now I find out that you sneaked out of town like some damn thief. You stole my son.
I was just a child. My God, I was a child carrying a child. Clint, I was so terrified.
All right. I've got Jessica and Cord all mixed up in my mind.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to stand up to my mother and your father.
Okay, look. You were a kid. You were young, but damn it, Maria, why? Why couldn't you tell me after Al and you, after Al died? Why did it take an argument with my wife for you to finally let it all come out?
Because Cordero doesn't know. Look at you. Look at how it's affecting you. He is so young. How is he going to deal with this, Clint?
When Al found out, did he want you to keep it from Cord?
Oh, no. No. He wanted me to tell Cord the truth, but I was so afraid that he wouldn't forgive me, and Asa kept insisting that I be quiet.
You contacted Asa when you got to town?
No. We bumped into each other at a restaurant. He came to me demanding to know what I was doing in Landview, and he kept threatening me if I dared to tell you and Cord the truth. Oh, Clint, don't you see that Asa is so afraid that you won't forgive him, and that's what frightens me about Cord. Al finally got me to agree that that both you and Cord should know the truth.
But he died before you could say anything to court.
Yes. Cordero was grieving so hard, I couldn't tell him that his father wasn't his real...
That letter that you were so concerned about. Al's conscience got to bothering him and he wrote
guess...
Cord a letter?
I guess so.
Yeah. And who do you suppose was in my office the day that Larry Wallace brought it by? Asa. And who do you suppose it was that talked me into hanging on to it instead of sending it directly to Cord in El Paso? Asa. Now I wonder who broke into my desk and stole it.
Clint, where are you going?
To see Asa. But that'll keep. We're not through yet. When Al died, you couldn't tell Cord then. Okay? I mean, I can understand that. That's been months ago, Maria. Months. We work together every day. We're getting closer every day. I mean, you know that. You see it.
Yes, I see that. I see that he's never been happier than he's married to Tina, his career, and yes, he is getting closer to you. And how could I tell him, Clint? All right, I'm a coward. I've already lost my husband. I don't want to lose my son, too.
What about my loss? What about 20-some years of my loss? Did it once cross your mind that maybe it was finally time to give me back my own son?
Vince, you look strung out. Wiped out. It took every argument I could come up with, plus the cash to get Jeannie Johnson to leave town, but I think she's going to do it.
Congratulations. Where's the rest of my money?
Look, I haven't got any more money. It took every cent I had to cover up our tracks. If you keep hanging around places like this, you're going to get us both arrested. And man, I'm telling you, if I go down, I'm taking you down with me. And I don't care what threats you lay on me. So why don't you get the hell out of here?
And now for the latest headlines. Police are speculating that the Buchanan baby may have been taken by a deranged person who wants a child. As yet, there's been no ransom demand from the kidnappers.
All that ransom money. Just waiting for the asking.
Well, if I sounded scared to you, it's because, I am scared and excited, too, about this move. You know, going to a whole new place and starting a new life.
Why are you going? At least here you have us to help you.
Well, I got my friend to help me there, too, and I don't know. It just seemed like a good idea. And, hey, if it's not, you know, there's planes that fly back in the other direction, too, right?
Why did you call me? You did say it was urgent.
Well, I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye to you.
What about me? When were you going to call me?
Oh, come on, Dorian. You think I'd just take off without tracking you down and thanking you and everything? And hey, look, I unpacked everything, and now I just have to pack it all back up, so I've really got to get going, or I'm going to miss that plane tonight.
Well, where exactly in Hawaii are you going?
I don't know. It's written down upstairs. It's one of the little islands.
Where there are so many job opportunities.
Look, Dorian, I know I always do the easy thing, but this sure beats hanging around in Landview, sponging off people and making friends create jobs for me that don't even exist. I mean, I know you don't really want me at the station. You just said you'd give me a job because you're my friend and you like me, and I'd probably just mess up and then you'd get mad at me, and that would be the end of our friendship anyway. So
Jeannie!
I've just got to go for a lot of reasons, okay? I love you, Dorian. Thank you for everything. And I really miss you. And her, but you're great. And I'm going to send you the money that I owe you, I promise, as soon as I get to Hawaii.
Well, honey, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, this is ridiculous. What?
It is. Jeannie, why are you really going?
Well, look, I would love to stand around and have a little farewell party and everything, but I'm going to miss my plane, so ciao.
Can we follow her?
Herb, I honestly don't think it'll do any good. She's not going to tell us the real reason that she's leaving. But I'll just guarantee you, it isn't to go sunbathing.
Well, it's been a real nice experience seeing you again, Asa. Now I remember why I stopped talking to you.
Hold on, Chuck.
For what?
For me, to apologize. I know I've been acting off the wall. You know, it's the baby, nobody calling Pam. And I've been yelling and sounding bitter about something I had something to do with.
You talking about your wife?
Yes, this isn't the kind of marriage she wanted. Love doesn't work all the time. I don't entirely blame her either for what she's doing.
Well, now you're starting to make a little sense.
And I'll tell you right now, I blame that snake O'Neill. He sees this vulnerable woman, problems in marriage, and moves in. If I had a gun right now, I'd take it and go after him.
Come on, Asa. This isn't Texas, and it's not the turn of the century.
What do I do, ignore O'Neill? Huh?
No, you can't ignore him if he's seeing her, but that doesn't mean you have to do something about it.
And just let it happen under my nose? And let him guide her as a lawyer and go after my million so he can live on it hereafter?
Come on, Asa. Not everybody in this world thinks the same way you do.
You know, I'm sick of hearing what I think, that people are no good because I'm no good.
I'm going to rustle up a cup of coffee. Why don't you cool down, and I'll come back and we'll discuss what we should do about your granddaughter.
Hold on, you got an idea?
Well, I got to wonder how crazy this person is. I mean, if they want a baby, maybe we can entice them with enough money to adopt one. On the other hand, they might be more greedy than needy.
I've been thinking along the same lines. Go get the coffee. I'll try and get myself under control here.
Both of us remember the door being shut and locked. Now, you get the bellhop up here immediately. We'll be waiting.
I just don't want to be wrong and get some kind of an innocent man into trouble.
Oh, I'm telling you, it was Asa. He bribed that bellhop to give him the key to the room.
Why? Why? You think he came over because he wanted to talk? Or do you think he just came over to spy, to see if we were in the bed?
My bet would be the latter.
God, and we were. We were.
Yep, we were fully clothed and talking.
That doesn't mean his lawyer can't twist it around and make it look like we were just about to make love.
Your lawyer is going to go in and point out that it's just another example of Ace's irrational behavior.
That's if the bellman admits it's true, and if it is true at all.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Clint, don't you think I've hated myself all these years for keeping this secret from you for so long? Especially after I found out that you didn't have any children of your own.
So you tell Vicky instead of me.
But that just came out. I couldn't stop myself. And Clint, I have come so close to telling Cord so many times, but every time I start to tell him, something happens. It never seems to be the right time.
Oh, but this is it. This is it. I don't have enough on my mind.
For instance, all right, last night I promised your wife that I was going to tell Cord. I waited with Tina for him in the suite. He came home, and then the call came in about the baby being kidnapped. Well, obviously, Vicky kept it from you, too.
Yes, well, now it's out. At least halfway.
I promise I am going to tell Cord tomorrow. Now, he already knows that I have something I have to talk to him about. I'm going to ask him to have breakfast with me.
Well, you know, it's not the worst thing that could happen to him.
I know. I just feel so guilty. Al always said that we raised a very fine young man, that he had a lot of compassion, and that he'll understand that I was just caught in a situation that I couldn't control.
My son. My son. You know, those words keep... All these years he's been out there somewhere, and I never even knew it.
I trust that you will tell him in the morning.
Yes.
Right now, I'm going to go have a talk with my father, as he likes to call himself.
Clint, don't you want to think about this first? I mean, your family is in so much turmoil.
Yes, most of it is his doing. Jessica is another thing, but I'm going to have to keep the lid on that. You see, I'm going to keep those feelings to myself for Vicky and the boys' sake. But this rage I'm feeling for Pa, I can handle that right now.
Well, it's cool, Dad.
What does that mean, it's cool, Dad?
It means that she went for it. She took the money and the ticket.
Just like that?
No, I had to do a lot of talking, but she finally agreed to it.
Never to return, never to inform the world what you've been involved in?
Well, there's no guarantee, but I
Jamie,
think so.
I told you not to screw this up for $50,000. There should have been a guarantee.
Well, we got interrupted before she could do any swearing or anything like that, but she's not stupid. She knows she took a bribe.
Do you know that I have compromised my principles and put my career and perhaps even my life on the line to keep you out of jail?
Yeah, well, too bad you couldn't have another kid like Kate, the perfect daughter for the ambassador and the lawyer.
Kate's conduct has nothing to do with yours. At least she is a constructive individual who takes responsibility for her own actions.
So what happened to me, Dad? How did I turn out to be the rotten son?
Beats the hell out of me. I guess I have to take some responsibility for that.
Yeah, well, I thought for a minute I'd hatched full-grown into the Sanders family.
Jamie, you shut your glib mouth or I swear I'll shut it for you. Now, by tomorrow, you will move all of your possessions into our house. You will live there full-time. When you leave the house, you will tell me exactly where you're going and with whom you are going to be spending your time. That's at night. During the day, you will be at the firm, and you will use that somewhat limited intelligence of yours to learn how to make money legally.
Yes, sir.
And you will account to me for every penny you earn. Did you catch that word, earn?
Yes, Dad.
All right. Further, you will become the model son your mother wants, and you'd better. Because she is damn suspicious that you're up to something.
She always has been.
She's always been right. As for me, this is the end of my help. You blow your life apart one more time, you're on your own. The Sanders family will survive. Most political families do. If we don't...
Dad, I swear, from now on I'll be the perfect son.
Man, this should be easy. He wasn't home, she was asleep. The nurse was in her room watching television. So I waltzed in and grabbed the kid from the nursery and waltzed out. They ask questions, I make it up. They won't know the difference. This is going to be the easiest million I ever made.
Mommy.
Kevin. Honey, I checked on you 5 minutes ago. You were fast asleep.
I woke up. I'm scared.
Are you scared? Oh, darling, wait. Come sit with me. What happened?
I heard noise, and that's what woke me up. And then I was thinking how that man might come for me and Joey.
Oh, my God, no. No. Now, you listen to me. You and Joey are perfectly safe, okay? That awful man cannot get back into this house because the police are outside every single door.
I know, but still.
It's all right, honey. I understand. I want you to know. And I promise you that nothing's going to happen to you and Joey. Absolutely no harm whatsoever is going to come to you.
I keep on wondering about Jessica, though.
I know, baby. So do I. But I have to tell you that I'm sure that whoever has her is being very good to her. I mean, she's a good little baby, isn't she? Nobody could be bad enough to hurt her in any way.
You think she knows?
I think she's too little to know anything, sweetheart. And hopefully, if she is being really well treated and being loved, and when she comes back to us, she'll be just as wonderful as she was when she left. Okay? You feel better, or you're just pretending?
I feel better. Sleepy, too.
Oh. Come on, I'll take you back up. I'll sit with you, okay? Till you fall asleep. Come on, boy. Kevin, sweetie, that could be a very important phone call. Go on up and wait for me. I'll come up in a bit, okay?
Are the police ready?
Yes, darling, they are. Please, go on. I'll be up in a minute, I promise. Hello? Hello? Please, are you the one? Do you have my baby? Please? Please say something. Please, I want her back.
I'm just alerting you, Leland. This is going to be one rotten divorce, and I want to win. So start preparing, huh? Go for it. Oh, Clint, some with Jessica? Oh.
Yeah, I'll be there bright and early. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, love you too. Bye-bye. All right, Tina, just let me make a proof sheet from all these negatives, and I'll be right with you, okay?
Honey, I know you have to finish your work and everything, but it's only okay if it doesn't take more than 5 minutes.
Oh, well, come on. Why do you think I set up that dark room in the extra bathroom? So I don't have to go into the banner nights. I can work at home.
Well, that's right. When we build our dream house, we can tell the contractor to build you a dream darkroom. The only problem with that is once you get in there, though, you seem to lose all track of time.
Oh, well, don't worry about that happening tonight. Because the most important thing on my mind is that dream baby of ours and the continuing process of trying to construct him or her. And after I finish up in the dark room, we'll have all night to work on that.
We certainly will. Who's that on the phone earlier?
That's my mom. She wants me to come upstairs for breakfast tomorrow.
You, not us?
Yeah, that's what she said. Said she wanted to talk to me alone.
Liar! Liar! You loco! Jack! Jack!
Please. Please, I know you're there. I can hear you breathing. Who is this? Please, is this about my baby? Do you know something about Jessica? Please, I beg of you, give me my baby back. You can have anything you want. Just don't hurt her. Please, I'll do whatever you want. No! No, please, give me my baby! Please!
Maybe you didn't hear me right. Now, both of us remember this door was closed. Now, do you want to tell me who you opened it for?
I could lose my job for that, Mr. O'Neill.
That's why I'm talking to you and not your manager. Now, you're the bellhop, you were on duty, somebody came in this door, and you're in a position to know who.
Or to do it yourself.
Well, maybe you didn't lock it when you came in.
We locked the door. Now, do you know who this lady's husband is?
Yeah.
All right, possibly A.C. Buchanan slipped you a few bucks, or maybe you just rented the pass key to him?
I'd be off my rocker to do that.
Yeah, right. Get out of here. You can better believe that kid would sell his grandmother for 20 bucks and throw his mother in for an extra 10.
Oh, Pete, what am I going to do? Just sit and wait for Asa to make his next move.
Well, wait a minute, let's back up. Maybe the maid came in, we were mistaken, and she was turning down the sheets.
Thank you, Pete, very much for trying to make me feel better, but I happen to know it was Asa. He came sneaking in here, he saw us on the bed, and now he thinks he has really caught me.
Slate's a loco! Jack! What are you doing, Jack? Stay out of this, Jack! You'll kill him! I should have killed him years ago!
I'll tell you right now, you couldn't take me on your best day. You caught me by surprise.
What the hell's going on here?
Somebody's poisoned his mind.
You shut your lying mouth. How could you do it to me, Pa?
I did nothing. I protected my son and my family.
What have you done now, Louisa?
It's not something he just did. He's been lying to me all my life.
Don't listen to him, Chuck.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Back in Cherokee County, on the ranch, we had a cook. A Mexican cook.
Yeah, I remember.
Maria Vasquez.
Yeah, I remember. She had a little girl.
Yeah, her name was also Maria. And I don't know if you noticed it or not, Chuck, but Maria and I were in love.
The Mexican cook's daughter. Can you believe it, Chuck?
Hold it now. I remember that you two were going together, but then her mother took her away or something.
No, she didn't. When Maria found out that she was pregnant, she told her mother, and her mother told my loving pa.
You know what would have happened? You'd have married that girl right then and then and ruined your life.
It was not up to you to decide.
What the hell did you do to them, Asa?
What Asa Buchanan always does. He paid her mother to take her and my baby out of town and hide her. Now, what kind of a man does something like that, Chuck?
Look, I loved you back then like I love you now, with every ounce of my strength.
Love me so much that you had to live my life for me?
What the hell is a 17-year-old boy going to do with a wife and a baby?
That was up to me to work out, to decide, wasn't it? And am I still too young, Pa? Because you've been doing it all over again, ever since Maria came to town. When are you going to stop playing God?
I never meant to hurt you. It was supposed to go the other way. You have to realize what I was facing back then. You'll understand.
You're still trying to talk your way out of it, aren't you, Paul? Talk won't give me back 20-some years with my son.
Please, let me explain.
No, it's too late for that. I understand exactly what you did and why you did it, and that makes it all the worse.
Oh, Tina, I've got to make a blow-up of this sequence of shots. It's incredible. There's that little girl jumping out of the 5th floor window and the fireman catching her in that net.
Oh, well, I can't wait to see it on the front page of the Banner.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, honey, what do you think your mom wants to talk to you about?
I don't know. It's got to be something pretty important, though.
Why'd you say that?
Well, when you've been living with my mom as long as I have, you can tell by that serious tone in her voice.
Well, yeah, but if it was really important, she would have invited me too, right?
Yeah, could be. It's probably just got something to do with Robert's family business is all.
Well, honey, I'm part of the Roberts family now, in case you didn't remember. And, you know, unless, of course, there's some deep, dark secret that she doesn't want me to know about.
Oh, you mean like a horse-thieving uncle, something like that? I highly doubt it, Tina. I'm telling you, it's boring Robert's family business, stuff that would bore you to tears.
Oh, honey, I don't think you could ever bore me. You certainly never will.
Oh, well, that is really nice to hear, Tina. Because my life's an open book to you. You know everything there is to know about me. Just like I know everything there is to know about you.
Well, that's what makes the marriage work, right?
That's what I hear. I can't believe how lucky I am. Tell you what, I'm going to go upstairs into the dark room and finish off what I got to do in there, and I will meet you a little bit later in the bedroom, and then we'll get back to that baby project of ours. I know I can put my heart into that.
Yeah, me too.
Got it.
But I am warning you. The minute Jessica is found, and I pray that it's soon, I am going to tell Court everything.
Vicky, I could hardly hear what you were saying on the phone. What happened?
I think the kidnapper called.
Did the federal agents pick up?
Yes, they did. They think it was a crank. But I don't. I really think that this was the kidnapper.
Well, did they get a trace, huh?
No, they couldn't. He didn't stay on the phone long enough, and I think that was my fault because I think I scared him off. I was pleading with him on the phone, and I guess that was just the wrong thing to do.
Vicky, sit down, please, huh? And tell me exactly what the fellow on the phone said, will you?
Nothing. He didn't say anything. That's why the agents think it was a crank, but I think he didn't say anything because he was afraid. How do I get him to call back, Tom? I have never in my life felt so completely useless.
Yeah, sure, I understand. Vicky, you know, these federal agents are experts at this sort of thing. They get these kind of calls all the time, especially if there are important people involved in cases like this. There might have been some nut trying to stop calls from getting through. It could have been a wrong number.
No, it wasn't. Believe me, it wasn't. It was him.
All right, then let's accept that, okay? In that case, he was testing, trying to find out if he could get in contact with you.
Well, is he going to call back?
Well, of course he is. He has to. It's the only way he can lay out what he wants, get his demands over to you, right?
But what if I scared him off? I'm so afraid of that. When people are afraid, they do awful things. He could hurt my little Jessica just because he's afraid. I can't believe I was so stupid that I panicked like that. Oh, I wish Clint were here.
Where is he, by the way?
He had to go and talk to Maria.
Maria?
Yes. There was a family problem. the thing is, I know he could have handled it. He could have gotten that man to talk.
Let me ask you something. Are you sure it was a man?
No. No, I'm not sure of anything. I just know there was somebody on the phone. I could hear him breathing, and I would give everything I own right now to have him call back and give me a clue, something. Tell me where my baby is. What if I never see her again because I didn't do something right?
Vicky, you can't blame yourself for something you didn't do. You know the best thing you can do? For yourself, for Clint, for the boys, and particularly for Jessica, is keep hoping for the best.
It's all I have.
It is exactly what you would expect of Asa. Hire a detective, hire a photographer, hire some kind of a lawyer to draw up an agreement that makes me look like a tramp that's just after his money.
But in all of that list, Asa hired people. He didn't come sneaking in here with a camera.
Pete, that door was open, and I know somebody came in here.
Maybe you made a mistake. You're only human.
No, I know. I shut the door.
Okay. Let's say Asa came in here. The problem I have with that vision is if Asa did come in here and see us on the bed talking, he would come crashing through the door like a Texas Longhorn.
Yeah. Hard to imagine Asa being subtle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Surprised he hasn't called yet.
Mm-hmm. Look, maybe what happened is Asa did come in here. There we were on the bed. We were talking. And he left quietly, feeling very guilty and very ashamed.
Asa, guilty and very ashamed. Oh, that'd be the day, more than likely. What he did is come in and see us on the bed and imagine X-rated movie.
Do you know whose problem that is?
Mine. Yours.
Ace's. Let me tell you something. I feel sorry for that guy. Because he's blowing his one chance at you. You know why? Ego. Personally, I'm sick and tired of worrying about Asa.
Great. Where does that leave me?
If you listen to me, you'll stop worrying about him, too. Start living your own life.
Clint, son, maybe we should both back off. We may say things that we won't be able to forgive.
You've already taken care of that, Pa. You said to Maria, get out of town. Take his baby, get out of town, stay out of his life forever. Now, it'll be a cold day in hell when I can forgive something like that.
That's water under the bridge, son. We got our lives now. I tell you, this is the worst nightmare come true. Can I at least tell you my side?
You can stuff your side.
Oh, wait a minute, Clint. Look, I sympathize with you, but I think maybe we ought to listen to his side of the story.
Huh? Son, I gotta tell you something. See, I thought I was gonna really lose your love if you ever found out the truth. And that's the only reason that I lied all these last couple of months. What I did to you has cast a shadow over my life all these years. And it haunted everything I did. Knowing how pained you were when Maria left. Knowing how it broke us up, father, son. That you left and went on your own right after all that.
I'd have left a hell of a lot sooner if I'd have known what you did to Maria.
Okay, I admit I was wrong, but for the right reasons. Concern and love. You were young and headstrong. Marrying at that age would have changed your whole life.
Chuck, I know you're an old friend, but I'd like a few minutes alone with him.
You were ready to kill him just a couple of minutes ago.
That's over. That's over, at least for now. I won't do anything. Nothing's going to happen. You have my word.
Does that mean you're willing to bury the hatchet? I mean, but other than in your pa's head.
It's still an option. Don't tempt me. Pa, it wasn't just me you hurt. It was Maria. And it was our son, Cord.
Clint, who the hell knew Cord was going to turn out to be such a fine boy? He didn't exist even back then.
You still don't get it, do you? It wasn't up to you to decide, Pa. It was up to me. It was up to me to live through the consequences of what Maria and I had done.
No teenager could look that far in the future. I had nightmares. I'm not kidding, nightmares. My fine son, married to the cook's daughter, working on a rig, driving a truck, coming home every night, completely wiped out, to a shack full of screaming babies,
Say it, Pa. Say it. You've had it in for the Mexicans all your life, haven't you? And I chose one. All by myself, I chose one. That made it twice as bad for you, didn't it? Hell, Clint, you listen to me. I'm cutting you out of my life, Pa.
Clint,
I don't ever want to see you in my house again. If I do, I'm going to assume that you are knowingly trespassing, and I will treat you the same way I would treat any trespasser. If the good Lord sees fit to bring Jessica back to us, you stay away from her, Pa. I don't want you within a mile of her or anyone else in my family. Now, you got that? If you got any questions about this, say it now. Because I'm not speaking to you again, Pa, ever. You are not my father. You are dead to me.
It's a good thing he asked you to leave the room. I sure wouldn't want anybody to hear the terrible things Clint said to me.
I don't have to hear what he said. And if you're looking for sympathy, don't look my way.
Don't you start.
I thought I knew the worst there was to know about you, Asa. Everything from your scuzzy business deals to your 10 years of living a lie with Pamela. But this is the worst. Lying to your own son about his child. It's no wonder you kept it hidden from me all these years.
He wasn't lying to you. He was trying to keep Clint from...
Asa, I don't give a damn. You're a miserable excuse for a human being.
You swore to me that you were not going to tell Court about Clint. Not right now.
But I haven't.
But you also promised me you were going to give me advance warning. No, but now I find out that you're going to have this secret breakfast meeting with Court. You're planning on spilling out everything, aren't you?
Are you finished?
No, I am not finished. What about Jessica, huh? You said you weren't going to burden Clint with that until Jessica was home and safe. What happened to that?
Now you are finished because it's my turn. First of all, I never told you anything about any warning beforehand. And secondly, there is no point in waiting until Jessica is home because Clint has already found out and not for me.
Well, who could have possibly told him? The only ones that know about it are you, me, and Asa.
Well, I guess it could be my fault in a way. Before Jessica was kidnapped, I got into an argument with Vicky and I told her about Clint and Cord before I could stop myself.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You told my sister? Well, how long is it going to take her before she figures out about the inheritance, huh? Or why I lied to Richard? What did Clint do when Vicky told him?
Well, he came over here to find out if it was true, and I told him everything.
You told him that I knew for months? You told him about the blackmailing?
No, Tina, I did not go into your part of it, but Asa might. When Clint left here, he was on the way to face his father with the truth.
Maybe Asa will tell Clint about that. Maybe Cord doesn't have to find out right away.
Oh, Tina, of course he's going to find out. It's only a matter of time.
Time! You're right, Maria. That's what I need when I need to figure out what to... Maria, I know we have had some awful arguments. But please, just do me one favor, please, for Cord.
I'll listen to you.
You know, it's going to be hard enough on Cord when he finds out about his real father. Don't make it harder for him by telling him that I knew for months and to tell him all about the blackmailing, at least not right now.
Tina, I don't know where the conversation will lead.
Please, Maria. Please, I'm begging you, don't. Don't tell him.
Tina? Tina? Girl, are you...
Chuck. Hi. I've been looking for you.
Well, here I am. You been looking long?
No, not too long. I have a friend who lives here. I just dropped her off a little while ago. I tried to call you.
What do you got on your mind?
What you said earlier about asking Asa Buchanan if he'd take me off on as his assistant.
Oh.
I've been thinking about it, and it seems like it'd be a great introduction to the business world, you know, from the inside.
Yeah, well, that would sure beat an MBA. What do you want me to do? Set up an appointment for you or something?
No, I think I should do that. I would like some advice, though. I'll tell you the truth. I'm a little put off by Mr. Buchanan. He has a reputation for being very tough, and I've seen him be, well, very aggressive.
Yeah. Well, the worst thing you can let him do is let him know that you're spooked.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll remember that. When should I go see him? I mean, he seemed really upset tonight. Maybe I should wait a few days.
Well, maybe it'd be a good idea if you went and knocked on his door first thing tomorrow morning.
Are you sure?
Well, let's put it this way. He's a little short on friends right now. And he might be so glad to have somebody to talk to that he'll hire you on the spot.
Tina, I don't feel that I owe you anything. But I do agree that what you're saying is true. I mean, it would be too much for Court to hear all at once that Al was not his father and that Clint is. But I must tell you, I was going to tell Court everything until Clint came over tonight.
Why, what did Clint say?
Oh, he was so angry, and I know that I know that Court is going to be just as angry with me when he finds out that I've kept the truth from him. But anyway, my point is, how is my son going to feel if I tell him that his wife is a lying, scheming, that you manipulated him into marriage because you knew that he was a Buchanan?
Maria, no, you can't.
No, don't worry. I won't. But not for your sake, only for his. Look, I think that you love my son in your own selfish way, and I know that he loves you, and if he's going to be as enraged as I think he's going to be, he will be needing you, Tina. So he is not going to hear about your tricks from me.
Maria, thank you. You are not going to regret this. I promise you. I love Court. I love him more than anything, and I'm going to be the best wife to your son that he could possibly ever want. And if he's mad at you, I promise I'll do everything in my power to make him forgive you.
Time will take care of that, thank you. He's entitled to feel whatever that may be.
Well, I have to get back. Maria, I am very grateful.
Tina, one more thing. I want you to understand this very clearly. Now, when I tell Cordetto the truth tomorrow morning, I do not want you to be there. Do you understand?
Talking him down. I don't know how far it would have gone if Chuck hadn't broken it up.
Darling, you wouldn't have killed him. You couldn't have. You were just angry.
I wouldn't bet on that. All I could think of was the years that have been lost to me because of his treachery and his manipulating and his... And it was like a dam broke in me, and all the anger and the bitterness and the red-hot hate just came pouring out.
Darling, it's all been said now. It's over.
No. It's never over with your parents. You know, when I was driving home, I tried talking to God to get some answers, to try and understand what the hell is going on. I mean, I have tried to live a moral life, to be decent and honest and compassionate.
Darling, you are all of those.
No. I must have done something wrong. I have made a mistake or broken a rule someplace that I didn't even know was there, that I didn't even see. Because otherwise, why would a man lose a little baby girl and his father in 1 week?
Please don't say that. Please don't, honey. You have to believe that Jessica's coming back to us. You have to.
Oh, yeah, that's what Cord says. I can't even tell you how I felt after leaving my father and having that little shell-shocking incident with him and then running into Cord. It was all I could do to keep him saying, hey, you know, guess what? I'm your father.
Honey, I know. I know. I hope you don't mind, darling. I told Tom Dennison about you in court tonight.
What? Well, as a matter of fact, I do mind. This is deeply personal stuff. This is family business, honey. He's a friend, but that's it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was very upset when the phone call came, and I called him and asked him to come over.
What phone call? What? What'd they say?
Well, that's just it. I mean, the phone rang and I picked it up. And there wasn't anybody there, or they weren't talking. And then I could hear somebody breathing. It seemed to me they were very frightened. And they weren't on the phone long enough for the tracer to go through. They just sort of suddenly hung up, and the agents think it was a crank, but I don't know.
I'm sorry. Maybe the agents are right.
No, they're not right. Don't ask me why. I just have this feeling. It was not a crank.
No wonder you were upset. I'm glad Tom was able to come by. And I'm sorry I wasn't here for you.
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to say anything. It just, I was upset, and then suddenly I ended up telling him why you'd gone to see Maria. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause any more problems for you.
It'll all be out in the morning. We'll know it all in the morning. Maria's going to tell court over breakfast. And then nobody will have to hide anything from anybody. Of course, a new father coming into Cord's life might be, well, not the most welcome type thing. He could very well tell Clint Buchanan to just go straight to hell.
That's not going to happen. I know it's not. Because you two are already good friends. Honey, we have to be positive now. We have to start thinking of all the good things that could happen tomorrow. We could find our little baby girl. And you will have the son that you've always wanted.
Could I have the number and land view from Mr. Asa Buchanan? Wait a minute, please. Okay. Thank you. You have a nice evening, too. Well, well, well. Right there on the phone book like the plain folks. Who'd have thought old Vince would be sitting down at the table with the big player himself?
Mr. Dan Wolek is here to see you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
You got part of it right. It's morning. What do you want?
Well, I've been talking with Chuck Wilson lately, and he says that you don't have an assistant. He suggested I'd like to apply for the job. Everyone knows how successful you are in business. Chuck Wilson says working for you is better than an MBA. Well, I'd like to learn.
I'll tell you, if I need any help running my business, I know who to call. I got nothing for you.
Please, Mr. Buchanan, I've done well at every job I've ever had. I stick to it. I mind my own business. I do a day and a half's work for a day's pay.
I am not running a damn business school for children.
You know what? You really are as rude as people say you are. You know, just because you're rich doesn't give you the right to yell at me like that.
You know when I know the rights in my house? Huh? It's a damn good thing your father's a good friend of mine. The hell do you want?
Business. Baby business. You interested?
Yes, interested. Go on.
If you ever want to see your granddaughter Jessica alive again, I'm ready to make a deal.
Did you sleep at all last night?
I did. I didn't notice it.
Did you talk to the federal agents?
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
What did they say?
Well, the official line is no news is no news. But between the lines, I get the feeling that they think it's getting too long not to have heard.
I don't accept that.
Good. I won't either. I wonder what's happening with Cord. I wonder if he's heard the truth yet, and if so, what's going through his head.
Darling, it will be all right. I know it will. It has to be. Clint, are we fooling ourselves? Is our little girl gone forever?
No. No, sweetheart, she's not gone forever. We will have our little girl back.
Morning, Ma.
Good morning.
Here I am, bright and early. Whoa, just like I promised. I'm all ready for breakfast. What do you got here?
I'm so glad that you're alone. I was afraid that Tina might have insisted on coming with you.
I tell you, it's not from lack of trying, Ma. Last night and this morning, she pulled out every weapon in her arsenal trying to come along, but I told her no, so I hope whatever it is you've got to say to me is worth going home to an angry woman tonight.
Cord, it's the most important thing you've ever heard in your life.
Okay, well, listen, before you start, I want to get one thing straight. Now, if not having Tina here means that you want me to keep from her whatever it is you're going to say to me, I'm going to have to take a pass. Because Tina and I have no secrets, Mom.
Right. Well, I wouldn't not expect you to want to tell her this, Cord, but this is very private between you and me. I think you're going to agree to that.
Okay. Well, you piqued my curiosity. What's up?
Well, Cord, it's about you and your father.
Hello?
John, I'm sorry I pulled you away from work.
I know, I just left you an hour ago. What's up?
I'm trying to put together the pieces of a puzzle in my mind, but there is a piece missing, and I have to turn to you.
What can I do to help?
Well, I think you're the only person who can help. If not with your professional expertise, then with your personal connections.
What contact?
Your nephew, Jamie. I want to know what connection a rich kid like him has with my ex-prison mate, Jeannie Johnson.
Come on, Ma. No reason to look so down. I like talking about Pa. Makes me feel good. You know, makes me feel a little bit closer to him, you know? Like, he's still with us? Boy, am I glad you got breakfast. I'm starving.
Cord, he's closer than you think.
Well, why are you so serious all of a sudden? Hey, is this something about Pa's will? I know what it is. They found another 2,000 acres, right? And it's all my name?
That isn't funny.
Sorry, Ma. Just trying to lighten up the situation here a little bit. It's pretty obvious you've been trying to talk to me for the last couple of days. The minute I walk in the door, you start hemming and hawing. What's going on?
I just don't want to be rushed, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's fine with me, Ma. Take your time.
There are some things that have to be understood in their proper context.
Context? Well, Ma, I don't know what you have in your mind here, but it's got to be one hell of a story about Pa. And the way you're just dragging it out like this, I bet it's a lot better than that time you told us about when he joined the Texas Rangers. Remember that?
Cordetto, please.
Ma, I know you've got this flair for the dramatic, but what's going on here, huh? Now, what's so hard about telling a simple family story?
Yes. You took your sweet time to call me back, didn't you? It's not just children like to see supper, but parents, grandparents, huh?
You want to give me a lecture, or do you want your granddaughter back in one piece?
How do I know you even have her? How do I know she's all right?
Look, you're just going to have to take my word for it, that's all. That's all you have right now.
No, before we talk a deal, I want to see her.
You're used to calling the shots, aren't you? Well, not this time. You'll see her alive after I get what's coming to me. And remember, your granddaughter's life depends on you, so you better keep your cool and don't mention a word of this to the cops.
I won't. In case you're wondering, this line isn't being traced either, yes. So you're free to name your terms.
I knew we could do business together. Okay, Mr. B, I'm only going to say this once, so listen good. For sweet little Jessica's sake.
Honey Bunch, please, stop joking around.
Sure thing, Ma. Look, why don't you just come right out and say it, okay?
I've rehearsed this in my head 1,000 times. Okay. Court, I want you to go back to the time that Al was in the hospital. Remember the time that he had something important to say to you and I stopped him from telling you?
Yeah?
Now, I want you to remember that last morning. Remember how he insisted that you come by, and by the time we got to the hospital, it was...
Yeah, I know. It was too late. He was gone. Of course I remember that, Ma. I'll remember that the rest of my life. What is it? Oh, I know what it is. You remember what he wanted to tell me. Is that it?
Yes, I know, and I knew it then.
Well, then why didn't you just tell me?
Because I was so afraid. I was so afraid that I would lose your love, Cord.
Oh, Ma, now you're not talking sense. Now, come on, there's no way you're going to lose my love.
Now, that last morning, I overcame my fear. And for Al's sake, I agreed that we would tell you before he...
Why are you so frightened by all this? Is it something about Paul's past? Something that he regretted, huh?
Oh, no.
Oh, that letter. That letter that Paul left me that somebody stole. What you're going to tell me was all in that letter, huh? Paul wanted to get something off his chest before he died. Is that it, Mom?
Yes.
Oh, Ma, come on. Look, if it's upsetting you this much, why don't we just let it be, huh?
No,
We'll just leave it buried with Paul.
I can't do that, son. You see, it isn't anything that Al did. It's something that I did.
You did?
Yes.
Now you're really starting to confuse me here, because when I first walked in, you said it had something to do with my father.
Yes, it does. But not Al. Oh, God, Cord. Al Roberts is not your real father.
I really wish I could help, Mr. Buchanan. I told the police everything.
Yes, Tina told you that she saw a red-haired woman hanging around the nursery, but you were working that night.
Yeah.
I mean, you were on the floor. You didn't get a look at her?
No, after Tina challenged the woman, she ran off, and no one's seen her around here since.
No.
No, I'm really sorry, sir. Excuse me.
Does that include you too, Allison?
Sorry?
Well, I noticed you eavesdropping, and I thought maybe you could add something to what Lisa told me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Buchanan, but like I tried to tell you the other day, it's just that I feel partly responsible for what's happened to Jessica.
There's no reason for that, Al.
No, let her go on. Let her go on.
Well, I guess since I, helped take care of Jessica in the nursery, I feel close to her, and I want to help you find her.
Then you do know something.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I do know a little bit about Tina Roberts, though. She does have quite an imagination, doesn't she?
What are you suggesting,
Lisa, that's
Al?
okay. I've had the same thought myself.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Tina could have just imagined that she saw a red-haired woman around. It could have been a nurse. It could have been a doctor.
Excuse me, Clint.
Oh, Larry.
You got a minute?
Dr. Boyd, you're wanted in intensive care.
Ladies, would you excuse us for a moment? This isn't helping you, though.
Isn't it? But you're running around trying to prove that Nikki stole my daughter. That is?
Come on, Clint, I would do anything I could to prove that Nikki Smith doesn't exist.
Well, you got a funny way of showing it.
Clint, I don't blame you for trying to deny the evidence.
Evidence? Larry, what evidence? Are you talking about that so-called eyewitness account of Tina's?
You listen to me. The point is, your daughter is missing. And we ought to have to do whatever we can to find her, no matter who took her.
Whoa. $1 million?
In cash, unmarked, out-of-sequence, $100 bills. And I want it brought to the corner of Market Street and Colfax. You know that old deserted flower shop?
I know it.
Well, good. Then you shouldn't have any problem getting it to me by 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Whoa, 3 o'clock. I can't put my hands on $1 million in just a few hours.
A rich guy like you? Yes, you can, if you want to see your granddaughter back alive.
Listen to me.
No, you listen to me, and you listen good. Now, I don't want you bringing that money. I don't want to deal with some old-time cowboy and his six-shooter dropping off the money. You have one of your servants drop it off. Oh, and Mr. Buchanan, I don't want you to think about having any cops at the stakeout, okay?
Okay. You just have my granddaughter there, and if you touch a hair on her head... No, wait. I want to make sure I got it all down right.
$1 million? Would you call in the police?
Can the police come up with $1 million in cash?
No, sir, but...
That's why the good Lord put bankers on this earth. George Rice, Asa Buchanan. I don't give a damn if he's in 2 meetings. I'm gonna mean to talk to him now. You wanted a job, Danny boy? You got one.
I haven't seen that much of Jamie over the years, but he doesn't seem to change much. He's still the same spoiled kid he always was.
In other words, his mother indulges his every whim.
No, just the opposite. His mother comes down on him awful hard all the time. It's Charles that indulges him.
Poor kid, he must find the mixed signals awfully confusing.
Yeah, you know, I really never thought of Jamie as a poor kid, but you're right. Still, I think deep down inside he's got a heart. It's just that he's played his parents against each other for so long, and, well, now he's extended that talent to the rest of the world.
In other words, he's a user.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but that's my nephew. It's just that he doesn't give a damn who the hell he steps on as long as he gets what he wants.
Oh, wonderful. Now you've really got me worried.
You mean about Jamie?
Yes.